Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business.
Hello ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tara Bush and I am the co-founder and COO of the Hello LLC, where our mantra is helping everyone live life optimally. And more importantly, helping entrepreneurs leverage leading-edge optimizations. We help businesses build, brand, automate and pivot into the future. With over 22 years of corporate C-level experience, I carry a wealth of knowledge and expertise in my professional portfolio. My professional journey has encompassed various facets of business, executive leadership, project management, marketing, systems, space planning and strategy implementation. I have had the pleasure of partnering with and managing multi-million-dollar projects for the top Fortune 500 companies, prestigious universities and well-known sports teams around the world, like ExxonMobil, Apple, Samsung, Citgo, HP, Ziegler Cooper, the Houston Astros, the Dallas Cowboys, Bank of America and Vanderbilt University. What fuels my drive is a passion for innovation and creativity that knows no bounds. I thrive on pushing the boundaries and thinking outside the box to bring fresh, ingenious ideas to the forefront. I turn visions into reality. As a leader, I am a steadfast advocate for integrity and creativity. I am driven by a profound desire to help individuals and businesses create their own return on time investment while leveraging technology. At the Hello LLC, we are more than just a 3D digital marketing agency. We are a community committed to helping, building, and thriving together with integrity. We can either show you, teach you, or do it for you. We believe in the power of innovation to transform the status quo. My fellow professional powerhouses, in the spirit of abundance, I firmly believe that there is enough prosperity in this world for all of us to thrive together. So, I invite you to make the pivot because the future is already here.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America. And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak any English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to do, I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called. You are born for a purpose in this life.
Phenomenal Tanya T. Wise, who is here from the great state of Maryland. Tanya, welcome and thank you for being with us today. Can you indulge our audience a little bit and tell them just a little bit more about who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, I love being able to talk to people and have a magnetic attitude, being able to just show them. So I always like to say, level up is Coach at Tanya T. Wise here.
So can you tell our audience, just give them a teaser about what your presentation will be about?
So my philosophy is that we should all be living our dream life. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you start living your dream life. What are some of the things that you thought about in your childhood that you just kind of let go and dormant?
Wow.
And I want to reignite that and just give you some pointers and some tips, some tools, some strategies to be able to start living your best life now. And guess what, Wanda? And leave an inheritance for your legacy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know that's resonating with a lot of people. I've heard that you have a dynamic coaching program. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools, we help them implement strategies, as well as give them resources so that they can live their best life now and leave that inheritance.
Wow. Oh, I love that. I love the leave the inheritance part. Listen, you are dropping some major nuggets, and I know a lot of what you're saying is resonating with a lot of people, but I think we're all curious. How did you even make this transition into the speaking and coaching arena? What's the story behind this?
So I started out in finance, and I realized that a lot of people don't necessarily go after their dream life because of the lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. I nearly lost it all when I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it.
If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that?
Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wise.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. Please, you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. Please donate to the Black Business Expo USA Scholarship Fund.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie,
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserve. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaw, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaw explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, This show will make for fun.
Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the Hey Tie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to hayti.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. You know, people ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners, or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
And good evening, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is David Jones, CEO of the Hello LLC, and Hello stands for Helping Entrepreneurs Leverage Leading Edge Optimizations. And I'm your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. And the Black Business Network is a 24/7 business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders worldwide. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live from Guanajuato, Mexico. We have speakers from London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, North Carolina, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, cities from all over the United States. And the Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, to inspire, and to educate businesses about businesses. And today's topic is the Black business and culture. That's what today's topic is. And we have a great lineup for you all. And not only that, speaking of the future and thought leaders of the future, this is also streamed live in the Hello Plaza in Metaverse that you can go and join from your cell phone, from your laptop, and yes, your VR headsets. That is going to be your new cell phone at the HelloLLC.io. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to a gentleman that is absolutely amazing in helping people and our children of the future. Mr. Damian Kinsley is going to be joining us today. And ladies and gentlemen, this man is a senior director of partnerships and a strategic development officer. Not only that, a major advocate in diversity, equality, and inclusion, and he's helping develop our children of the future. And let that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you all to Mr. Damian Kinsley.
Hey, how's it going?
Great, great, great. Sir, it is a pleasure to have you with us today. And, I know I shared a little bit about who you are, but I would like to know, who is Mr. Damian Kinsley? Tell us more about your story and who you are.
So Damian Kinsley is a long level of layers of an individual, but the short and sweet of it, doesn't matter how old I am a kid from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, who has worked his whole career primarily in some level of social services, mainly in the nonprofit area. I'm in the DMV area because I've worked in environments to help support children and families through nonprofit work and also community supports and outreach.
I love that. I love that. And what got you to this path? What was like that switch that went off and said, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and why?
Well, it wasn't no switch. I'm my mother's kid. I was an individual who had to do an internship in high school. I had to do 75 hours. I ended up doing 480. I looked up, and the only reason I knew I had to do it was 480 hours because I walked in late one day for my internship, and the gentleman who was my my supervisor in my internship was like, "You're late." And I looked at him. Also, I was coming on a train. Anybody know anything about the New York transit system? You have no control over the train sitting inside the station. Here, that's neither here nor there. And he said to me, "You're late." And before I was about to respond, like, I'm doing this for free. That's what I thought in my head. A young group of kids walked by. They had to be about first or second grade kids. And I stopped myself from saying that and thought about it and realized it wasn't about me. And it was bigger than me, and I never looked back. So I tell people my journey started with 75 hours of internship. I did 480, and I never looked back.
And, I visited New York, and that train is something else. My dad said, I will never come back to New York and spend $150 on going from here to there. And it is crazy. It is a different experience like no other. And, you mentioned something, that was key, of being able to understand that it's not just about you. And I know for a fact after listening to you that you are all about collaboration. You are all about, being able to help other people, get what they want to get. And even with you talking about the youngsters, if you could go back and talk to yourself as you were a youngster, what would you tell yourself knowing what you know now?
Telling myself, knowing what I know now, I will play Powerball, hit lotto, and get the numbers. That's first of all. But I would tell myself to continue to be patient and listen to the lessons that individuals who came before me were giving me. They were so helpful, especially now. I've been blessed with a great memory, so I can reflect on those lessons, and now they dawn on me and they make sense, especially with those mentors and whatnot. So essentially, I would say to my younger self, hey, Damian, be patient, listen to those lessons, and soak up more of them and write them down in a journal.
Yeah. And you say that, and I remember being that youngster, and my uncle or a old head would come up and say something, and I'd be like, oh, why? And I now looking back, I wish I would have listened to that just a little bit more. Because, even now being that, that uncle, that favorite uncle, it's like, I don't want to be, that person talking to, these youngsters the way it is. And it's amazing how time flies, but it's a conversation that's needed. And I think that's a great way that, you have an ability of sharing and really, helping people engage with that conversation. And even more so, if I was to go back and tell myself, something, it would also be, the financial literacy. It would be able to understand that, in my household, we were taught, save, 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 save. But my father, didn't teach the investment part. And that's something that, I know that we have been sharing on this network, is that financial literacy is caught when it should be taught. And that's up to us to be able to be open to these ideas and listening to our elders and making sure our elders also have, the right information as well to pass down to us. So, what would be, one of the biggest passions in your life?
So my biggest passion, I guess I was chosen to help people and support, especially young people. And I think I agree with what you're saying. I was able to actually, during the course of my career, at times have financial people come in and have conversations with our young people, have those discussions. And I think the biggest thing is to make sure that we're paying it forward from who paid it forward from us. I have this saying that someone else helped you get to where you're going, and it's your responsibility to help somebody else get to where they're going and paying it forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And, speaking of that, who would be, a mentor or a person that, significantly, impacted your life?
I have a few of them. I would say big impacts is my parents and my grandparents. As far as external people and individuals, I had a gentleman by the name of David Nelson, who is amazing. And to this day, he is clearly one of the smartest mentors, supervisors, individuals, friends I've ever had, because he was able to break down teaching, development, and coaching and training and nurturing relationships in a way that very few can do. And I always appreciate what he did, especially in the young part of my career, in teaching me that.
Yeah. I think a lot of us have to be able to be willing to open up and be able to listen and be able to adapt to our mentors, to, these people that, really are sharing with us things that we should do. And, I share with people that success is on the other side of the things that you won't do. And you know exactly what those things are that you should do when I say those things, but yet we allow, our own mindset. We allow these old habits, these old conditioned ways to take over and not make that movement and not really pivot into the future. And so I ask you this, what is your definition of success?
I get that question, and I love hearing that question. And that's why I'm going to take my time on this one.
Please.
I believe success isn't measured about financial gain. I believe the individual who is working in the corner store where their family started up and they're happy, healthy, and it's consistently going is a level of success, because the generation before it didn't have it. So when I measure success, I measure success every year. Am I doing better and more helpful, more impactful than the year before? So when it comes to the 31st of December, that's how I reflect on the year overall. Am I physically more healthy? Am I financially more stable? Am I relationally better? And am I making more impact? Because I always want to make sure what I'm doing in my time being on this earth is impactful. And I think it's our duty to make sure that we're doing that.
I love that. And even more so the self-reflection of what success is, and not by the things that you have or the possessions that you have. And so that's absolutely key of you spotting that and sharing that. And just the other day, I was talking to somebody and he was sharing with me that, hey, David, I never get stressed. I never get stressed. And I was like, what do you mean you never get stressed? And he said, I don't get stressed because I look at life as it's an adventure. And when you look at life as an adventure, then you can't get stressed. You can't get nervous. You can't get any of this. And it's your words. Your words carry weight. And that's something that, when we look at the word success, that also carries weight in how we look at that. And just being able to understand that in an adventure, just like, going to school on the next day and you have, a field trip. No matter what happened, the bus driver, took the wrong direction, the bus got a flat tire, this person did this person did that. It was all an adventure, and you didn't get stressed because it was the unknown. And that's really where we should, and how we should look at, success, is that this is an adventure. And living here in Mexico, I remind people that, we are so blessed as Americans when we talk about power, electricity, internet, just the necessities. I saw this lady buying, 3 diapers at the store yesterday, right? Not a pack, not a box, but 3 diapers, because that's where their money was at that situation. And that right there was a huge eye opener to the things that we look at as, not being successful, when you have everything in the world that you need, and you're not going to the store buying one canned good or one of this or one of that. You're able and fortunate enough to go to the store and spend $300, $200. I heard y'all groceries are a little expensive down up there. And so, this is where, I share with people that your words carry weight. And so, what challenges, would you face as a senior director of partnerships in your role, and how do you overcome these challenges?
Well, it's essentially a new role, and I think the biggest thing is adjusting to the role, and it's in the title, partnerships and development. Having to be able to cultivate partnerships to create development opportunities to grow businesses is a challenge within itself. And also make sure that you're saying to yourself those self-talk things that you got this, you're capable, you're able to do it, and hearing those positive voices that go on from the people around you and the people who are no longer with us. So those are the most important things to say, hey, come up with a plan and a strategy, and trust, as they say in with the 76ers in Philly, trust the process.
That indeed. And, with all these processes and all these changes happening, within everybody's industry, especially as we talk about AI and metaverse and, things of that sort, where do you see technology, impacting your industry and your business? How does that look for you guys?
Well, let's start with having conversations with people like you who are doing what they have to do in the metaverse and Tara, and having those conversations and seeing what those innovative technological feats are in place. I had a conversation with someone who's doing an amazing thing in a virtual space, and what she's doing, and we started cultivating a good friendship. And what she's doing in the virtual space is amazing. It's innovative. It keeps the mind going. It keeps you engaged, and finding those new things that are going to switch up. Every time something comes up in the next 5 years, be ahead of the curve and be forward thinking. You don't want to have those moments when you're being left behind, and that comes with being open and looking for positive growth.
Yeah. And even more so when we talk about technology and we talk about virtual, experiences and things of that sort, especially with you being, huge in diversity, equality, and inclusion. Those of you that don't know, when I ask this next question, I say DEI. That's what I mean. So you're not, what do I mean by DEI? Right? Because look, I was there as well, and I get it. And this is something that I share with people, especially with technology, that these type of conversations are going to be a lot more easier to have, and technology is going to allow more diversity. It's going to allow that equality. It's going to allow that inclusion, especially for those that are maybe disabled, those people that are more introverts. I've seen introverts in metaverse become experts because they just are able to be comfortable and able to share and express what they're doing. And so what essential components, or let me ask you this, what does DEI mean to you?
Well, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging means to me that it is everybody's responsibility to lend a hand and chip in. There's not one culture, race, ethnicity, gender, or class or group's responsibility to help push things forward and make everything equal. Today, I went to a summit, a women's empowerment summit for women, and I was the only male there because I believe in what they were doing, and I wanted to support them. And it's not their job as women to just push the needle forward for equality for women. It's my responsibility as a man to also support them and say and point out those things. I went to a workshop, and speaking of talking about things, I know we don't talk about things, and I keep it in the information. I went to a summit at Johns Hopkins the last Thursday and Wednesday, and it was about equality, education in the suburbs, and poverty. And those discussions that were happening at the federal level in that room with stakeholders from all across the country in different places was about equality, and it was about everybody's responsibility to talk about it and work on supporting it. So when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion, it becomes equal when everyone has the notion that it's their responsibility to support the whole entire human collective and not look at it as tribal or group thoughts.
Yeah, and you share that, especially as all of us are building in communities, all of us are being able to share our stories. We have to think of, ideas of how we can do exactly that, of including everyone and being able to have this conversation, especially in our community. This is something that we fail to have these conversations because it has been, us on the other side of all of these. And so, and I share this with people that we too have to be aware of how we show up and the energy that we bring to these words, because there can be, and there is, let's just face it, there is some stigmatism behind that. And so we have to play on the same playing field and give that grace and give that love and give that courtesy on both sides, or we'll never be able to move forward. And so, what does the future of, DEI, leadership, and what are some of the trends that we can expect in the next coming years that you see with technology and all these new changes that are happening?
Well, I'll start by saying I hope folks don't continue to get frustrated, because there's a lot of frustrated folks around diversity, equity, and inclusion. I would say it like this. When the price of milk goes up, it goes up for everyone. When the legislation is getting put in place, it gets put in place for everyone. And having those conversations around DEI in your workplace are essential. And having those community action plans are essential. It's not enough to have the conversation in your workplace. It's going to those city council meetings when they're having those votes and having those conversations on the docket, having those conversations inside your school board and your school system. Those are where the change happens. Having those conversations inside your workplace, and even saying to yourself that you might need to utilize EAP at work. These resources are in place. These opportunities, they're not really hiding them. Your city council meetings are on the internet. You can go get them. Your school board and your PTO, PTA, those things are in place. It's just about us being mindful and remembering that those are there and keep having these conversations around those. So when in the future, when these things come up, it becomes normal for us. And we're having these conversations, and the conversation doesn't become, it's hurting my ears. It becomes a place of empathy and understanding and respect and love.
That part, and love. And we have to be able to love ourselves first before we can love other people. And this is something that we share with people all the time, is be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the story you tell yourself. Be aware of the sacrifices that you take, and those can be good. And more importantly, the standards that you have in your life. And then something I continuously, am working on is that self-discipline in the everyday life, especially when you talked about journaling. If I could go back, I would definitely share with myself to journal a lot more, because yes, it has helped me so significantly, being able to plan, being able to be proactive and be preventative in my business, in my relationship, in my overall mental health and well-being, right? Yes, a brother said that. And so, these are conversations that we have to be able to have as we move forward. And so, as we talk about, these DEI, aspects, what do you believe organizations should prioritize, right, within their group or within their community?
I think you prioritize the community, what the community wants and needs are, and how do you support the community. The worst thing you could do is assume what the community wants. David, if I walk in your house and I bring a grocery full of food and I drop it off at your table, you'll look at me like, why are you bringing a grocery full of food in my house? I have a refrigerator full of food. Now, anything comes out of my mouth at that point when I say, hey, I know you need food, you're no longer wanting to listen anymore because I didn't take the time to actually have a conversation with you, listen to you, and ask you what you need. And any organization, any community, any 504c3, any stakeholder, volunteer, or donor should have that conversation with the community and see what their needs, wants are. And even if you're involved in an elementary school, having those conversations with elementary school kids and asking them what their real needs and wants are, and not walking in and assuming.
Brother, that I think that plays out in every aspect of our life. Nobody want these greens? Nobody need all this salt, right? In the house, I got all this salt. I don't need all that. And you're so spot on, finding out what people need, being able to listen to what they need, and really not just listen, but I share with people, kind of like when we go to, back in the day, kind of aging myself, when you used to go to the mall and you buy the shoes, and the guy would say, hey, what size shoe you want? Oh, no. I wear 9.5. Let's go. Or a 10.5. Let's go. I don't need to try on nothing. And, that's sometimes how we listen to people. Well, no. I already know. Other than, hey, you know what? I wear 9.5 or 10. Well, let me go get that 10 and let me literally put those shoes on and try them and walk with them. And a lot of the times we don't listen that way, where we literally get outside of our shoes and we try on somebody else's shoes and walk around with them. And as I share with people, it doesn't impact you until it shows up at your front doorstep. And so those of us that are judging other people, those of us that are assuming what other people might need or what the community might need, is completely insulting at its finest, right? And really being able to say, hey, let me take the time and try these shoes on. And so that is so key. And it's so simple, but most people miss that. And we try to go, on level, 20, when we need to be at level, 1 or 2 with the blocking and tackling concepts of how we just, communicate effectively together. So, with all that being said, within your industry, what is one of the things that, people would be surprised at when you share it? Like, what is one of the misconceptions that people have?
So let me first start by saying I envy you because I can go a half size up, down, or left. So when it comes to that, so I do understand walking in and saying, hey, and trying on the shoe and trying to fit it. I think the biggest thing is the one size approach to things, that we assume that parents and kids, they have these things. Like, I can recall that the switch from in-person to virtual, even myself assuming that kids had a laptop or at least a tablet, because they're so ingrained in social media, they're so tech savvy, and that wasn't the case. Most people were using their cell phones. So we had to work on trying to get kids laptops and computers. So I would say not assuming that individuals have the technology and they have the bandwidth and the capacity to utilize the technology. And you had individuals who didn't even have hotspots or Wi-Fi. So again, it goes back to what I said earlier about asking questions and being curious to see, hey, what is going on, and not assuming because we have some luxury that other individuals don't. Case in point, like you said, with the lady with going out to buy 3 Pampers. She might have just needed 3 Pampers, or that's all she had.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And that's okay, right? So, with that being said, with one of my last follow-up questions, what is something that you're currently learning or studying, outside your expertise and what you're doing now that you want to share with, the youngsters in our actual network?
So learning is continuous for me. Even on this conversation and in this particular forum, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about technology, even being in here. So I guess I try to always be a student and see what media, marketing, strategies, connections, and those things are. Because regardless of whatever you do, it has some element of branding, marketing, media, or strategy to it, how you connect. Walking into a school and having a conversation with a kid, you have to have some form of way to connect with them, some strategy and connect. Same thing going into a family's home of 7 and you being a stranger saying, I have these amazing resources to help you. They have to be able to connect with you and say, hey, those resources actually have value and I can work on those. So I guess being more present in the moment and learning everything I can from other people and taking a piece of it and enhancing my abilities.
I love it. I love it. So is there anything that you wish I would have asked you that you want to answer or that you want to share with the folks?
What I would like to share is that, and I don't do this enough, I do work with several nonprofits to support kids and families. Work with an education board that supports all level of education from pre-K all the way up to doctoral level. They go into school systems, provide drama and music, which are those things that are being taken out of a lot of school systems, putting on plays with kids, which teaches those level of teamwork, which you use later on, being able to be on time, patience, and learning skills. And also, I am on a nonprofit board of young professionals for NAAAHR, which is National Association for African American and Human Resources. And the nonprofit board of young professionals go out and they provide supports, resources, and try to be that change agent for human resources, but not only for human resources inside the colleges and universities around the country in the United States. And I'm also a Noble member, which is National Organization for Black and Law Enforcement. I am not a law enforcement member, but I am a part of that particular organization and work on helping community supports. Like in a couple of weeks, I'm volunteering for Toys for Tots and giving out toys. So, Sissy Mary Sue, Noble Black Organization for Leadership. I was a part of Black Organization for Leadership and Development, which is the DEI, and also I am an NAAAHR member for the Young Professional Advisory Board.
I love it, brother. I love it. Hey, look, if you're not busy, you're not up to nothing in life. He is busy. And with you sharing your story, which is your glory and more so survival guide for our listeners and our followers, what would you share with somebody that is 18, 19 years old right now, and is looking to make that pivotal moment? What advice would you give them on moving forward and what you see with society and how things are shifting now?
This is going to sound cliche. I would tell them that your neighborhood is not your neighborhood. The world is yours. There's a big world out there, a big country. Go explore it. And being in a 5, 10, 20 block radius or your state is not good enough. Explore. I have a friend, she takes high school kids out of the country, and that's what her nonprofit is about. Exploring. You just can't be limited to your neighborhood and your environment. Your environment is everywhere, and take advantage of it.
Yeah. And even more so, we're getting to the stage and age to where things are transitioning, things are changing, right? We are facing the largest financial sector change, the most, technology change, the most cultural change, and we're moving to a global economy, to we're on a global scale, to especially as we move into this Web3 space and we move into this AI space, that it's not, oh, it might happen. No, it's already happening, and you have to be able to adapt. And especially, as we talk about these shifts and these change and consistent learning, right? Not just saying, oh, I got my master's, oh, I got my degree, and you ain't went to no training, you ain't read a book, you ain't did nothing, and you haven't further advanced yourself. And this is where we continuously have to push the button and continuously have to learn. So, I greatly appreciate you joining us, brother, on this show today. And so if you would please share with the folks, what you have going, where people can find you, and, definitely you guys make sure you guys are tapping in with Mr. Damien.
So I'll leave on this note and kind of piggyback on what you said. If I'm 15 years old and someone is clicking on my page from another country, that means I need to go explore other countries. You can find me on social media on LinkedIn, Damien Kinsey at LinkedIn. I host audio rooms, lives on topics around workforce and works, finding your purpose, networking events such as Wishful Wednesdays, which is the last Wednesday of the month, the last Wednesday of the month. And you can find me on LinkedIn and you can reach out to me and connect with me. And I always believe in connecting with people, and us having a conversation or coffee chat doesn't necessarily mean that I might not be able to use my services. I may be able to link you to somebody like David Jones who can connect you to the metaverse or Tara or someone else, because I believe in not holding on to resources and connecting people to give opportunities. So thank you.
Absolutely, brother. I appreciate it. Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we want to thank you all for joining us today on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Expo is a mission to raise funds for high school seniors, going to college, or K-12 entrepreneurs. The Expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpo.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App that's below on the screen. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students, you also must go on there and register online at the www.blackbusinessexpousa.com and join us. Every dollar counts, so we want to remind you guys to donate to the scholarship fund. And we want to thank all of our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for this November actual show. From NC 100 to Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Rich Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BH&S Associates, Margie McLean Foundation, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, McClany Shawnee Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, the Quality Coaching Company, the Superwoman Business Services, the Creative Force Studios, the Hello LLC, the Artistic App Design, Lee Entertainment, and the Black Business Expo USA. Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow professionals, please allow me to introduce myself. I am David Jones, the co-founder and CEO of the Hello LLC, where I am passionately dedicated to guiding individuals and businesses toward their own return on time investment. Time is my only competition. With over 20 years of experience as a corporate C-level executive, I bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the Hello LLC. My career journey has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence in marketing, strategy, and business management leadership. I have had the privilege of working with renowned Fortune 500 companies such as Xerox, American Airlines, Hilton, and Geico. However, what truly drives me is the transformational work we do at the Hello LLC. We are pioneering a new approach to business in the metaverse, where we empower businesses and individuals to build strong foundations, automate their processes and systems, while thriving in the ever-evolving digital landscape. More than just a 3D digital marketing agency, the Hello LLC is truly a community built on love, kindness, and integrity. We want more for you than from you. As I often say, collaboration is the new competition. In an era where time is the most precious commodity, I am here to guide you toward your own return on time investment, because if time was sold in stores, it would be sold out. With a deep commitment to excellence and a strong belief in the power of community, I don't just lead a company, I lead a movement into the future of business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a pleasure to be your guide on this remarkable journey. I am David Jones, and together, we will embrace a future marked by success, collaboration, and the transformative work we do at the Hello LLC. Hello stands for helping everyone live life optimally. So, let's make that pivot together and start living life optimally today.
building relationships to get you know.
Over the past few years, we've seen the growth of existing and new initiatives focused on financial inclusion, building global networks, and reducing the wealth gap and risk.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
To celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. Hey, thank you. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America. And my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo. One of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo. One of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur? Or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turn to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dream by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sideline and watch our students in high school be leaders, miss out on their dream from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the HeyTie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to HAYTI.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out.
The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics are essential platforms for Black business owners globally. They provide the tools and support you need to succeed in today's competitive marketplace. Join us today as we collaborate together with businesses from around the world to support our children, students, and young future entrepreneurs, Black businesses and corporations. We raise funds for students going to college and young entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be business owners, and we invite you to be a contributor today. Visit the website www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to connect with and learn more about how the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics can help you not only share your amazing business story to businesses, but also serve future generations. Hello, my name is David Jones, CEO and co-founder of the Hello LLC, where we help businesses build a culture, brand an experience, and leverage technology to pivot into Web3. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into Roku, Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Spotify, Twitch, and Google Podcasts. Tune in, turn on, and let's thrive.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle, with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being, with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good evening, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is David Jones, CEO of the Hello LLC. Hello stands for Helping Entrepreneurs Leverage Leading Edge Optimizations. And I'm your business moderator for this evening on the Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24/7 business network showcasing Black businesses, Black owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from all over the world, from London, from Singapore, to Africa, from Japan, from North Carolina, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, and cities all over the United States. And I myself am coming to you live from Guanajuato, Mexico, as a digital nomad. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are showcasing Black business and the culture. And without further ado, I would like to bring up our next fireside chat with Miss Camille Jones. She's absolutely amazing. She's a certified personal trainer. She's a holistic nutritionist. She's a transformational specialist. She's the founder of We Got This Mind and Body. She's the creator of Because I Have a Voice, and she is all about mind, body, and soul. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all to Miss Camille Jones. Let's go.
Hi.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing very well.
Awesome, awesome. So I know I introduced, all your credentials and what you're up to and how you're loving life. If you could share with the people, more about who is Mrs. Jones.
Awesome sauce. Well, Mrs. Jones, first of all, I always say I am Camille. I am powerful, and I am doing all the things I know I'm destined to do because the action I take every single day. So who am I? Yes, I'm a certified personal trainer and certified holistic weight management and transformational coach. But I don't like to call myself that. I like to call myself a wellness designer and your self-image cheerleader, because wellness is truly not a cookie cutter situation, and it's more about our own individual journey. So let us design the wellness based on your journey, and let us be the cheerleaders that we need to be for each other, so that in the times that life starts lifing us, we have each other for the accountability, the support, and the genuine understanding, because we know the value of our own unique wellness.
I love it. I love it. And yes, we are about to talk about wellness. Yes, this is going to be where you might want to exit left. And I encourage you not to, because this conversation is something that we as a culture, we as a society, we as just individuals have to understand. Without your health, nothing else exists. Nothing else matters. And so often we forget the blocking and tackling of our life, and we let that go wayside, especially as a mother, right? Taking care of the kids, taking care of the husband, taking care of everything else other than you. And even as an entrepreneur, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do that. And we don't give that 1% of the day that it takes to celebrate our body and to give back to our body, because it gives so much to us. And so, one of the first questions I'd like to ask, is why is wellness important, not just, for personal, but in business as well?
Awesome. Well, it is very important because as we're building up our business, who needs to be present? Who needs to build up their productivity? Who needs to be that person that's coming up with the innovation, the creativity, the leader? Us. So if we are not there in our presence, how is our business going to run? So I always say it's not just when it comes to wellness, so many of us are so fixated on the external or trying to keep up with what we look like 20 years ago. The media says what we're supposed to look like. Those are our eyes telling lies. What wellness is all about in our business is how we feel on the inside out, because that is going to build up that energy. That's going to build up that clarity. That's going to create even more productivity within your business. And most importantly, it's going to give you that perseverance to keep on going, especially on those times when your back is against the wall, because wellness also brings up discipline. And I always say, if you could be disciplined with your own self, if you could be disciplined with your own self, and especially I'm going to say with us women who have been told once we have children or once we have this, we need to put that first. But in actuality, when we put ourselves first, it's selfless, as well as you become more productive. That confidence just thrives and strives. And you get to really enjoy the entire journey of your business.
Yeah. And even more so, I remind people all the time that, when you do get to go work out and you do get to get finished with that meditation, you do get to have, that spiritual thought process with yourself, and you get finished, you're like, oh, why don't I do that more often?
Yes.
And so we so dread that moment when we know that, it can do us, so much better. And I remind people that success is on the other side of things we won't do. And you know exactly what they are, right?
Yes.
Even when I said that, I know that's what I should be doing, right? Yeah. And so, why do you feel we wait or hold off on our wellness? What's your take on that?
Well, again, so many times we have looked at wellness as a chore. We looked at it as something that, oh my gosh, I just don't have the energy, or, something that it feels like as if it's not, we know it's beneficial. We're like, oh, it seems tedious. It seems like there's so much. But when you actually put understanding and clarity and do it, as I always say, as a gradual step with that intention behind it, to understand that wellness is just greater than the movement. Wellness is giving you that time for yourself, which also enhances your ability to feel that self-worth. But again, because of social media, because of the media, so many of us feel like as if, we can't do wellness, or we weren't an ex-athlete, or we're too old, or our body doesn't move like that. And I always say everything can be modified, everything. But even before we get to the movement, David, is what I always say to people, because we're so fixated on just the fitness part. There's steps, there's levels to wellness. So I call myself a wellness designer, because we're going to eradicate those limiting beliefs or those sabotaging beliefs that we've heard of. And it really does start with having intentions with your wellness, truly celebrating your body and where it's been able to get you, and that mind, heart, and heart set, soul set is what engulfs that entire health set.
I love it. And you said mind, body, soul. It's not just about working out.
No.
And coming from a person that lost 80 pounds, and was 300 pounds at one point, I reminded people that I had to lose weight from my mind so I could release the weight from my body, because anything, you go back and look for, you find it, right? It's there. And so this is where we have to be able to really have that conversation with ourselves. Okay, yeah, I went to the gym. That doesn't mean I get to go to Popeyes because I went to the gym today. That's not how it works, right? Because I meditated today, you know, I get to go to, you know, this low vibration, you know, energy place so I can counterbalance those things. And this is really where our surroundings, you know, come into place. This is really the story that we tell ourselves, and really more so, you know, having that self-discipline, which is what you shared. And that self-discipline, let me tell you something, that's a tricky one, okay? And even the language that you shared with how you look at working out, that was so key. I used to look at it, oh, it's a chore. I got to do this today, right? No, you get to celebrate today that your body gets to do these things, because let me help you out. Let me share with you some videos of people that have no hands, no legs, and are still doing these things. And you're going to be looking at yourself and like, ooh, what excuse am I giving myself? And so, you know, this is where we really have to have a different mindset, as Dr. Eric Kelly talks about, right? Making that mind shift into being able to recondition the way that we used to look at it, because that was something that, you know, my mom and my father would say, oh, we got to do this, right? And even now, being at the age and I'm at now, getting out of bed, I'm like, ooh, could I do a whole football game right now? Not sure. Like you said, moderation. Can we do a quarter this week and a quarter next week, and then we can put it all together, right? And so with that being said, you know, what does, you know, how did you come up with the hero, you know, wellness? What's that all about? Talk to us about that.
Oh, this is my baby. And how I came up with that is through my own journey. And also I get the opportunity to be a so many people's wellness journey. And the biggest thing that I realized that really gets people going, besides, you know, motivation gets us up, inspiration, you know, gets the ignition going. But what really, really gets into it, yes, is the accountability for that GPS. But what builds up the discipline is when we start associating wellness with our feelings. Get into that feeling. How does it make you feel? Once you start to understand that wellness is really connecting your external with your internal, you become excited. Like, I know, David, you love to meditate. And that practice from learning to love meditation came from taking that first step, getting into the feeling, getting into that vibration. And once you get into that, it's like any type of addiction, but it's a good one. You become addicted to it and you want more of it because you want that feeling. So what superhero, that wellness hero, is when you discover it all starts within. You are your own superhero. You don't have to have rays coming from your hands or fly to be a superhero. You are unique. There's 8 billion people in this entire world and nobody is you. Nobody. So you're already amazing. And when you get into that feeling of knowing of how beautiful you are, how unique you are, loving the skin that you're in through all areas, forgiving yourself of all the times that you ever doubted yourself or have done something that, you know, you may have felt guilty, because guilty holds us tight. But we don't really understand these feelings until we get involved, engulfed into it. Wellness truly discovering your superhero within. Because then when you get that superhero, you know the sky's not the limit when you have the entire universe to explore, because you already proved to yourself that you're amazing because you got up and you did that work and you feel great.
Yeah. You say the beams coming out of your hand and you're levitating. Literally, when I meditate, sometimes I'm like, am I floating? Am I floating yet? And you're so right. It's an addiction. And it starts with the mind, because being able to meditate, being able to be aware of my wellness and not look at it as a chore, and really have that relationship, right? That experience. And even the other day, you know, I shared this when we were speaking, you know, that the other day meditation, it really helped me be more aware. It helped me be aware of the experiences that I get to create. And then that allows me to handle my emotions and the overall aspect of just how I live my life. And so that's so key that you said that we do get addicted to these things. And so, you know, speaking of meditation and things of that sort, what does, you know, your mindset have to do with lasting wellness results?
You just said it. You already answered it. Self-awareness. It is self-awareness. Once you get a deeper understanding of who you are, the things that excite you, even the failures you've had, because they're not failures, they're losses. I mean, sorry, they're lessons rather. They're lessons, and it also allows us to scale. It allows us to really have our own definition of what success is, because success is defined by person. We make our own labels. We get self-awareness, our own understanding. Not only are we better able to better navigate ourselves during situations, but we're also so much more in love with ourselves. So we're going to carve out that time. We're going to get that dedication because we love ourselves so much, because we're aware of our beauty. We're aware of our excellence. We're aware of every mark on our body has a story that's unique to us. So when you get that self-awareness, it truly does amplify that hero within. And it allows you to take that action. It's all about the heart set, soul set, mindset, and health set. There's power in that.
I haven't heard soul set before. That's good.
That's good. Oh, I have a whole thing. Well, that's actually from the 5 a.m. club by Robin Sharma. But then I've also, what I love about that, the 4 sets, is I incorporate it into my own life. So I make it into reality. And when you make things that you're learning into your own reality, when you translate it to uplift that feeling that you feel, then you can make it unique to your own. And it's no longer going to feel like a chore. It's no longer going to feel like, oh my gosh, it's going to feel like, yes, I get to do this for me. Thank you. I love it. That's what I'm all about that. And that's why, even with the meditation, after when you get into that feeling, it's even greater than exactly what I meditate every morning too. And it does feel like as if I am floating. It feels just so peace and joy, that vibration. And when we get into those feelings, oh, I love my body so much that I'm going to keep it moving. And you know what? The icing on the cake, David, is I look great. The end part, that's the end result, right? That's the aesthetics part of it. And that comes over time. And that's why I always say to people, David, that habits, yes, we always hear about the 21 days, 30 days. I don't know about y'all, but it didn't take 30 days for me to get the initial habit that I'm trying to change. So I need to give myself grace. I need to give myself that time to build up, so that even the times when I do get those lessons, I know how to better navigate. And that's why I always call my programs a year of wellness. Let's celebrate a year of wellness so we could better understand our bodies, ourselves, and the transitions that we have to go through as we go through this journey.
I love it. I love it. So, we were told, do you need a coach? Do you not need a coach? We're told all these different things on embarking, a new lifestyle change, right? Mm-hmm. What would be your conversation or thought process to somebody about having that type of conversation?
Well, if you think about it, David, you can get, if you're driving somewhere, you can get to where you're going. Even if you don't know exactly where you're going, you can find that way. Yeah. But it also affects how long it'll take you to get there. How many bumps and hurdles are you going to get along the way? Well, when you have a coach, or like I call myself a wellness designer, it's like having your own GPS. It's going to help you get to your final destination a lot faster with less bumps. Oh, we're going to detour around that traffic, which are those lessons. Because that wellness designer is there to remind you, especially when life starts lifing on you, your purpose of why you're doing what you're doing. Because it does happen, and you need to have somebody on your side. Again, it could be like going to school. Yes, we can self-educate ourselves. We've seen it with our own amazing ancestors during the slavery time when we decided to take up a book and teach ourselves. Yes, we can do that. Or we go to school where we're getting taught by somebody, an educator that has already done it before. It's like mastermind classes. It's like leveling up. You want to emulate who you want to be in the environment, who you are wanting to emulate. Right? So that's how I see a wellness designer. It's greater than just saying, oh, I don't need a coach. Yeah, you don't. But then how much times are you going to stop and go? And who's going to push you up? And who's going to give you that guidance to get you to there's no end result really when it comes to wellness, but accountability is key. And sometimes you need that accountability coach to exhale to have opinions, suggestions. And while you're busy working on your business, because that's what you should be doing, working on your business, celebrating and uplifting the relationships that you have in your life, enjoying your life. Life life. Enjoy it. It's the one that we have. Our spirit wants to enjoy it. So have that coach there that's there to get you those other areas, outsource that you could bring back into yourself and still be able to enjoy everything else. That was a long-winded question, but I could talk. So David,
you're spot on. But you're spot on. And look, this is what it comes down to. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Press the button. Ask for help. And so often, especially in our culture, we don't want to ask for help.
I can be bad all by myself.
That part, right? And you watch me, I can do it. And you don't even much know how to spell, personal trainer, right? And so, this is where we gotta, really take on, the aspect of saying, hey, you know what? I need some help. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I went to high school and I did the bag drills and I did the weightlifting and I ran 5 miles and I did all of that. And I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna try to do that same thing again. And that doesn't work. Yeah. And this is where, right, a person like yourself helps people overcome these hurdles, because look, that's what we face when we think about working out. Oh, the pain back in high school, back in college. Ooh, I don't want that. And then even when you do go to the gym and you go that first time and you overwork yourself, you get up the next day, you're like, ooh, I'm sore. And then you're like, ooh, I'm giving myself an excuse. And that's where the self-discipline goes out the door. Look, I'm sharing from personal experience, okay? I'm telling y'all how it is, going to the gym. Ooh, I worked out. I'm going to Popeyes. I'm going to get this 3-piece when I ate meat, right? Yeah. And so that was me. And even more so when we talk about, not just the gym, because that's what I thought it was at the very beginning. Oh, just go to the gym, go to the gym. But a lot of us are missing the key. The key thing to it all is our nutrition and our lack of nutrition. And 90% of us are not getting the proper nutrition, especially for our children, and especially for those of us in our culture. If you're wondering why you get in arguments after you get off of work and you get home, maybe because you haven't given your body the proper nutrition. And so you're snapping on people.
Yes.
And so, if you could please share with us, how important is supplements and nutrition to us all?
David, thank you so much for this question here, because it is key. And this is another reason why I got into wellness, is for body diversity. Yes, but also nutritional diversity, because we have different cultural backgrounds. We have different ways that we were raised. And a lot of times when we're looking at wellness or even nutritional plans, BMIs, I've been overweight on the BMI since grade 5, because it's based on your average 5'5" white American woman. Well, I'm a Caribbean woman. We have different body shapes. We have different types of food that we eat that are still great for us. And I'm saying this for all cultures. But the key to nutrition, first and foremost, is understanding the food that you're eating. You could still prepare it and so you can still enjoy it. But when you understand the oils that you're using, when you understand the spices, instead of using, the shake spices, making your own green seasoning where it's from whole foods. So you're not taking away from your culture. You're actually being more intentional and mindful of the food that's going in your body. Key part of that, David, is your body's going to feel better. And again, that addiction that I was talking about before, when we talk about that mindset, is going to go to our other second brain, which is our gut. And a lot of our emotions, especially us women, men too, 100%, because men go through the same emotions. It's a different path, but it's the same one. So I never want to discredit that either. But when it comes to our gut, that's where serotonin is all produced, and it goes right up to our vagus nerve, into our brain. Then we feel depressed, bloated, all these hormones. So we need to better understand the food of how it's affecting our own individual bodies. That's why I do a detox with my my clients. It's so weird when I say clients are customers, because they become like family. I talk to them about do detoxes with whole foods, so you could better understand your food. But while you're doing all of this, us amazing human beings, we have almost everything. We don't certain types of, things that we need in our supplements, such as the collagen, the magnesium, the amino acids. Like I know you're a vegetarian too, so is my husband. So we had to come up with creative ways for him to get to these other parts of his diet, because they all align together. They all work collectively, especially as we're getting older. So we want to make sure that we are getting the adequate amount of supplements in terms of your foods, your amino acids. You want to get that magnesium, the collagen. Those are things that we cannot get straight from food, or nowadays, because not all the food is produced the way how it should have been, how it should be. So it does give, it's not a replacement of eating good food, but it does supplement on those times. It helps with the muscle restoration. It helps with the, you know, our skin. It helps inflammation. But the key too is also understanding your nutrition for your specific body type, and being intentional with your food. You don't have to say, okay, I'm going on a diet. I always say, take off the tea and what do you get? Instead, let's educate you on the food. And when you're eating that food, be intentional, be mindful. How do you feel afterwards? Right? How do you feel? It may feel like horrible at first because you're detoxing yourself of certain foods, or sugars. It's mainly sugar. But once you get rid of that, you get to have a better understanding of your nutrition, and it becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah. And you say that, and let me correct y'all. I'm not no vegetarian. I'm a pescatarian.
Oh, right? Pescatarian. So it's just my husband. He always gets mad at me when I say that too. He goes, no,
it's okay. It's okay. But I'm about to tell y'all something on live TV. We've been here in Mexico, and we've been passing this rotisserie chicken that just keep on passing. I'm gonna let y'all know. My brother gave in, and I had some chicken. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know. It's been like 3 years since I had it, and let's just say I was that kid in the corner like a cupcake, and just I miss chicken, but I haven't went back. But
How did you feel afterwards? Did it still feel good, or did you see any changes? I always say
it didn't. It didn't really. It really didn't affect me like I thought it would, because like I said, I haven't eaten, so I was like, "Ooh, I don't know where I'm gonna be in about 20 minutes after this." But I didn't, have that, that type of thought process, and even more so, we talk about gut, right? Mm-hmm. And when you talked about collagen, and you talked about all this nutrition and magnesium and vitamin E and all of these things, we have to be aware of us buying these things over the counter. Okay. These over-the-counter, subscriptions, or should I say, nutrition is not the best for us, where, there are some other alternatives that you definitely should be looking into that really have sourced ingredients that can help your body, that can be particular to your body, especially as we talk about collagen. Collagen is the second most abundant molecule in your body. It affects your skin, your hair, your nails, everything. And so that is why we all have to be able to find this right source of collagen, because yes, black don't crack. That is true. But also our gut health. And as we talked about the other day, anemia as well is one of the big things when we talk about cholesterol, blood pressure, heart disease. That is a source of blood. And so, one of the things that I'd like to ask you even further, why is gut health important?
Oh, gut health, as I said to you, is our second brain. When we don't have the proper adequate system, I'll tell you this one thing, and this is truth. You cannot digest anything if you have high cortisol. High cortisol is stress. And that's why, if you notice, anytime you're feeling that stressed, you get that bloated feeling, you feel sluggish, all of this stuff. It's because your body's not being able to digest itself. And it's very, very dangerous for our gut, because that's where all of our organs are. And, especially when it comes to us Black people, we are a high risk of diabetes, blood pressure. Some of us have the autoimmune illnesses such as the sickle cell and the lupus. So when we get a better understanding of our gut and what we need to do so we're not getting that inflammation, or when that inflammation does arise, being aware of that feeling in your stomach, we need to, because there's so much stuff that can happen behind the scenes, and we don't even get to see what happens until it hits the fan, because there's so much organs that are all intact down there. And again, inflammation, stress, it doesn't allow us to digest, and our body needs to release those toxins, because if it's not released, those toxins, where does it go? Into no man's land, into the fat, those areas. And especially in our culture, we have so much times that we think it's just the food that we're eating, but how is your stress level? How are you pooping? Yeah, people don't like to talk about the poop, but you gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it and really get in tune with that feeling. How are you feeling? Because a lot of times when we're feeling depressed or stressed, It's because we have so much inflammation in our stomach and we have not had a proper digestive flush out. So it's very important for us to get these flush outs and really understand this is our second brain. This really does have a huge impact on our metabolism, on our thinking, on our stress levels. I can't stress it enough. So gut health, I always tell people, David, to at least do a detox once every quarter. And the whole point of the detox, I know a lot of people talk about detoxes. Oh, I lose weight on detox. Yay. Yes, you do. That is the hype. But most of the time you may gain it back a little bit afterwards because you're going back to your regular eating. The point of the detox is to flush your body of excess toxins. And that's really your gut. Flush your gut out from excess toxins so that you can start replenishing it back in with your supplements, with your good foods. It's like if you don't detox it out, it's like you have a molecule with a whole bunch of dirt on it. And how is all these good stuff going to absorb into it if it's not cleaned off? We have to still detox, not just for the food, because of the air too, right? The toxins in the air, all this stuff. I'm going on a tangent. Gonna pass the mic over.
No, I love it. But you say it's so true though, because a lot of the times we go to detox and we think, okay, I detox and now I can eat anything and everything. That's not the point of a detox. Okay. No. Let's not do that. And not only that, when we talk about culture, when we talk about habits, when we talk about conditioning ways, the fish fry Friday, the condiments, all those things. Oh, my mama had high blood pressure, so I'm gonna have high blood pressure. My daddy had this, so I'm gonna have this, and it runs in the family. No, they don't run in the family. The habits and the lifestyle and what you ate runs in the family, which gets you this result. And when you're able to change that mindset and understand you can't be eating fish fry, you can't be having ketchup and Tabasco sauce on everything you eat, and really being able to shift that mindset. And I know, boy, I need my hot sauce. You don't need it on everything, okay? And even more so when we get to being one of the biggest things that helped me really to get off meat, was when I heard, a hot dog takes, 30 seconds off your life. And I was like, ooh, I don't like that, and learning some of these facts and then watching What the Health on Netflix, that killed it.
Oh,
okay?
yes.
So that killed it.
That was my husband too.
Right? I was done with eating meat, right? And so, with that being said, the voice that you've created, which is a powerful tool, how do you find that it's important in the wellness?
Oh, it's super important. But I just wanted to say one little thing that you just said that was very key was a lot of times that we eat the way we eat because of the culture that we come from. Like I'm in Toronto, Canada, but a majority of the Black here in Toronto are Caribbean. And they always used to tell us that their food is the healthiest food. But then you look, it's fried in all of the oils. So it's not to say that we can't have it, or even the hot sauce. Now, why not make it yourself? Don't buy it over the counter. Those are all processed. They have so much sodium in it. And sodium isn't bad within reason. But when you make things your own self, you can better know what's in it. Just like my mother-in-law, she always used to fry her escabeche fish in oil. And I was like, Miss Mary, look at, I can't do it again. So she now did, she started doing it in which is a better oil than the canola and vegetable oil. Because I don't know when's the last time you ever heard of vegetables having oil? I've never heard of it. So it makes you go, right? So you want to look at whole foods. So I just have to put that little snippet there. And now when it comes to the voice, David, I'm telling you, I just get like this when I think about the voice, because it was one day about 4 years ago when I was walking past a mirror and I stopped and I looked at myself. And the things I was saying to myself was so negative, so negative. Oh, look at you, this and that, that and that. And then I stopped. It was in that same moment of me talking those negative things to myself, I realized my biggest enemy is my inner me. And why my inner me is being my enemy is because of all the lies I have told myself, or not just myself, but what society has said, or the losses that I have not even forgiven myself for, or the times I never spoke up when I should have. And they were all suppressed within me, that when I walked past a mirror and I saw my own reflection, I saw the dislike that I was building within myself. But it was until when I noticed that, I was like, Camille, it's time for me to speak up. And one day when I was just doing my own wellness journey, I wrote out, everybody always says I talk too a lot. Everybody says that, just talk, talk, talk. But maybe that's my superpower. Let me write out this word voice again. Voice, voice. And then when I wrote it out in the same time I wrote it out, I started looking at it, and then instantly I saw abbreviations. V, visualization. O, observing observing my own thought, my thoughts. I, intention, living a life of intention. C, and it's a double C, which is courage and confidence. And then E is emancipate. And I came up with this right in that one sitting, and I started to define what these all meant. And then I started doing the practices on my own self. Each letter was with intention I worked on for myself. And I was like, wait. So basically everything that in my life that people are telling me that was negative, which, oh, you talk too much, oh, talk, talk, talk. That's my superpower. And when I visualize where I know I need to be, where I am right in the now, when I actually sit down and observe my own thoughts so I don't allow those negative limiting beliefs to come in, and I start going into spaces and places with intention, not just to be there, I started to build up this courage. And when I got this courage, I got this confidence to walk into any room by myself. And I realized after I saw that confidence was what makes the neck turn and not just what I'm wearing, that's when I was able to emancipate my mind from my own mental slavery. So that's why I'm on a mission to build out my program, because I have a voice, and it goes with strategies and steps, because when you get through the voice, that's when the wellness comes. That's when you build up your purpose. That's when you get that self-awareness. That's when you get that superhero within that you want to nourish and nurture, because you should never start anything because you dislike something. I dislike how I look, so I'm going to go work out. But if you dislike something, why would you work out and say you love it? You only work on things that you actually genuinely love. So love yourself, love your voice, love your journey, emancipate yourself, and see how much more you have in life. So I know it's a long one, but I always.
No, you answered it perfectly. You answered it perfectly, because people need that explanation of why, that voice is important. And I'm more than certain people, when they listen to you, oh yeah, I got that. So, that's important that people get these things, because it's one thing in us talking about it, right? But there's another thing in giving people steps and, how our stories and how it related to us that then can be reflected into their own lives. So that's key, and so moving along into, this, I got a question, why do you call yourself the wellness designer? Talk to me about that, because I've heard you say it several times, but help me with that.
Because yes, a coach does guide us. Absolutely. I love coaches. I love teachers. But when I think about wellness, it's a journey that we're constantly designing as we go. There is no manual to our life. We live it every single day. And every day that we get a chance to wake up is a new day that we get to design into the way that we want it to become. So I see myself as that designer. I am there to help you, not even help you, to design the lifestyle that you are destined to have. Because as we know, we are God's greatest creations. We have the ability to innovate, to be inspirational, creative, compassionate, all these amazing things. So let's design that life for you instead of us focusing on all the other foreseen, which we're not even going to talk about because we're not focusing on that. Let's design it. And do we need to take in a little bit of that dress? Let's design it. Do we need to make it into a pants now? Let's design it to your unique journey, your unique wellness. So that's why I like to call myself a designer, because there's no one cookie cutter when it comes to wellness. And there's no stop to it either. As you go on, I'm always going on my wellness journey, just as you are, as we live.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
Yeah.
And, so with that being said, if you could please share with the people, what you have going, what new, coaching, what seminars, how can they get a hold of you? What is Mrs. Jones doing to help people, design their dress, their pants, their jacket? Hey, can you design some hair?
Well, I have extensions. We could super glue it.
Hey, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Yeah, I always say, just like in any workout, it could be modified. We can also go and get some hair plugs too. There's always there's a will, there's a way. Just saying.
I heard there's a spray paint and all of that, just as long as I don't touch my head.
There you go. Or if it rains, you stay away, right? But yeah, so what I have going on right now is I do have what I like to call my year of wellness. 2024 is all about wanting more. And it's truly with me incorporated. I've collaborated with 2 other companies that are phenomenal companies that are all about building a wellness lifestyle, but it also has amazing products that I'm able to incorporate within my own business that I'm super excited to bring to everyone. Is a year of wellness. Every month, we are going to be addressing one part of our wellness, and then we're going to go on to the next month, and we're going to challenge ourselves. When I say challenges, it's always you versus you. How are you going to be better, 1% better than you were last month? We're going to challenge you on different areas of wellness. And the community that we have is so beautiful. It's about understanding our foods, our guts. So January, we're starting with our gut health protocol. We're going to get all the junk out for the month of January while we're moving that body, getting that support, because talk's the funnest thing to do. But, when you have that support, it's amazing. And what I love about this, David, is there's no brainer to it because it's super inexpensive. Because the reason why it's this way now is just because we need to stop our excuse of lack of finances. I do have my app that I have as well, but I am transitioning it over because the app was costing so much that it was deterring people from their wellness. And as I said, I don't know if I said it, but I'm going to say it now, life's mission. Well, after I had that experience in the mirror and with the revelation in
Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest things that, I would love to be able to share with you guys all is you definitely have to connect with Miss Jones, because she does morning seminars every morning at 5 a.m., way too early for my blood. It comes up at 4 a.m. on my calendar, so it's not happening. But definitely make sure you guys reach out to Miss Jones, because she's doing some amazing things to help you all specialize your actual, wellness plan. And like she said, design your actual wellness and what that looks like for you, and be able to, adjust it. So definitely reach out to Ms. Jones. I know you guys enjoyed that wonderful conversation. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, genius is common, and we're going to keep this going. And so with that being said, the Black Business Expo mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12. This fundraiser is for students. You may go to the blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to this scholarship fund, or use the Cash App that's on the screen. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students that you also need to go and register, students, because we're collecting all this money to give to you, and you need to go on there to get into the actual, onto the list. And so with that being said, every dollar counts, and we remind you all to donate to this scholarship fund. And we want to thank our Black Business Expo sponsors this month as well, from NC 100 to Moody Capital Partners, to Suede Soul, to Lotus Rich Coaching and Training, to Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, The Hello LLC, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and of course, the Black Business Expo USA. Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
You need to be messaging and communicating to a lot more folks and getting them committed to you as a brand and feeling that you are trustworthy, as a subject matter expert, and for their needs and their pain points. That says, look, here are my pain points. Here's the problem that I have that I don't want, or the benefit that I want that I don't have. And Grant and Sydney understand that and are giving me information to be able to assist, in my eliminating those pain points.
You're going to get a lot out of this workshop. We're going to show you ways that you can begin to look at this particular problem, that you can apply different formulas, techniques, and skills. They're going to get you to that next level. And then you'll understand the value that we're bringing.
Are you an innovative entrepreneur or business owner ready to embrace the future of business transformation?
The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and it's crucial to adapt and pivot towards success in this dynamic landscape. At the Hello LLC, we are dedicated to guiding you through this transformative journey, offering a comprehensive suite of services that extend beyond the metaverse and 3D immersive experiences.
Our mission is to empower businesses and brands by assisting them in building, branding, systemizing, and automating their operations. We specialize in steering businesses from a two-dimensional existence to a thriving three-dimensional presence, where opportunities abound.
We help businesses harness the power of technology to work smarter, not harder, enabling them to operate efficiently and stay ahead of the curve. Our diverse range of services includes
Our Biz in a Box is a complete business solution package designed to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey. From strategic planning to digital infrastructure, we've got you covered. Your one app, one tap solution.
Our MotionWork AI videos transform your brand storytelling with our cutting-edge AI-driven video production, captivating your audience like never before.
Our 3D VR environments will step you into the future of immersive experiences. With our custom 3D virtual reality environments that engage and captivate your customers.
Lastly, in our Pivot membership program, we offer tailored guidance and support to either show you, teach you, or take care of the transformation process for you.
According to a 2023 study by Fundera, a staggering 28% of small businesses in the United States do not have an online presence. This statistic underscores the importance of embracing digital transformation. Having a website is more than just an online presence, it's a gateway to unlocking numerous benefits, including reaching a broader audience, showcasing your products or services, generating leads and sales, establishing trust, providing customer support, and maintaining competitiveness within your industry.
The Hello LLC is committed to helping you excel in all these aspects of modern business, not just limited to the metaverse alone.
Why should you choose the Hello LLC to navigate this transformational journey?
By partnering with us and harnessing cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, reduce operational costs, and enhance brand recognition, all while working with a company that holds integrity in high regard. Our commitment to ethical and principled business practices ensures that your journey towards success is not only innovative, it is also firmly rooted in trust and transparency.
Don't wait. Take the first step towards a brighter business future. Contact us today to explore how we can support you in developing a remarkable digital presence and immersive experience that will leave a lasting impression.
Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the Hey Tie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to HAYTI.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business, in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics are essential platforms for Black business owners globally. They provide the tools and support you need to succeed in today's competitive marketplace. Join us today as we collaborate together with businesses from around the world to support our children, students, and young future entrepreneurs, Black businesses and corporations. We raise funds for students going to college and young entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be business owners, and we invite you to be a contributor today. Visit the website www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to connect with and learn more about how the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics can help you not only share your amazing business story to businesses, but also serve future generations. Hello, my name is David Jones, CEO and co-founder of the Hello LLC, where we help businesses build a culture, brand and experience, and leverage technology to pivot into Web3. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into Roku, Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Spotify, Twitch, and Google Podcasts. Tune in, turn on, and
And good evening, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is David Jones, CEO of the Hello LLC, and we are committed to helping entrepreneurs leverage leading edge optimizations. And I'm your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24/7 business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, forward thought leaders worldwide. And not only that, we have speakers from all around the world, from London, from Singapore to Africa, from Japan, from North Carolina, from Chicago, from New York, from Los Angeles, and cities all around the United States. And I myself, ladies and gentlemen, are coming to you live from Guanajuato, Mexico right now. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, you all are being introduced to the future as we speak, where you can watch this live in the Hello Plaza. Yes, in the metaverse, the third generation of the internet. We're moving forward. Your cell phones are about to be the pagers, where you can go into metaverse right now and watch this live in the Hello Plaza. So we encourage you guys to press 4 buttons on the hellollc.io and be amazed of what you can do in the future, not just for gaming, but also for your business and your brand, and the culture can be able to move forward. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Miss Cassandra Terry. She has 20 years of corporate leadership. She's an experienced IT manager. She's a dedicated life coach in mindset and transformation, and empowering women from 35 to 55 years old with self-limiting beliefs, and really redefining what success is and embracing their worth. Her mantra is the voice within wins. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you all to Miss Cassandra Terry.
Hello, David. It's great to be here.
Absolutely, ma'am. So other than your outstanding resume and what you've done, please share with the people who you are, what you are about. I know, but the world needs to know.
Well, like you said, I am Cassandra Terry. First of all, I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 3. I'm a grandmother, and I try to be a role model, starting with that group. You're right. My mantra is the voice within wins. I believe with everything that's in me that what you believe to be true about yourself, what you believe that you're capable of, what you believe that you deserve, that more than any external circumstances will set the trajectory of your life. So that's where I spend the majority of my time, with the people up close and personal, as well as with my clients, talking about that inner voice, because what you believe about yourself is going to be true to you, and you're going to act accordingly. So when we can look in the mirror and love that reflection and understand that that reflection looking back at us is capable and deserving, then we get into a place where we can get out of our own way and set ourselves up for success.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you ain't trying, you doing, right? Because ain't no such thing as trying. Because if you
You're
told
right.
your grandson or your granddaughter, said, Mama, I'm gonna try to go to school to be good. No, I don't do all this. I don't go to work. I'm talking from my mama experience, right?
Right.
For no reason, you gonna go to work, you gonna go and you gonna do, right? And so, lead me through, and walk me through, your process and your career, progression. Talk to me about that, from IT to lifestyle coach, and just making this huge transformation in your own life.
Okay, so my foray into the IT world was an interesting one. I started out as a corporate recruiter, a technical recruiter, and I did that for several years. And the phone rang one day, and a client was on the other end, and they described the position that they had available. And I was just, I'm friendly. I'm just making conversation. I said, "That sounds like a great job for me." And he said, "Well, do you want it?" And before you know it, I was in the interview process and they'd offered me the job. And so everybody won. The company that I was working for as a recruiter received their commission because they had placed me in, or had placed myself in that role. And who would have thought that 23, almost 24 years later, I would still be working for that same company that I felt like I kind of accidentally bumped into. But there are no accidents. It was just divinely driven. And I have worked there, and my career has progressed over the years, and from project management into actual release management, and people management. And the people management part is where I really started to feel like I was hitting my purpose. There was so much more that I could provide for them besides just, here's the expectations of the job. I had the opportunity to work with them on career aspirations, and as life was happening and it was impacting their careers, I was able to work with them through those things. And I just found fulfillment in that part of the job. And when they offered a coaching program, it's called Blue Core Coaching within our company. I went through their process and became a coach. And so I've been coaching for several years within the organization. And they asked me to become a coaching supervisor, which means I'm able to train other coaches. So I did that for a while. And eventually I just started to think about life outside the walls of that company, and how what I was doing could translate so well to other people if they knew that it was available. And eventually I started my own company, Manifesting Miracle Makers. And at M3, I'm coaching, I'm doing vision board parties, I have online courses and things like that, all around those self-limiting beliefs, doing the work to get rid of those. And then once you're past that, now you're in a place to where you can set goals. Setting goals while you still don't believe in yourself is just a waste of time. It's an exercise that you don't have much benefit from it, because we don't stick to goals that we don't believe we really deserve or that we're really capable of. So I always hold my clients back a little bit, and let's check in and see how we're doing inward first before we jump into the goal setting, so that you really set goals that align with your values and things that you really care about and can stick to. And then we get to that part of building that roadmap and the accountability to help them walk that journey and have the success that they're looking for out of any aspect of their life. But it all starts in here, David. It all starts up here.
I love that. Not only from the fact of you making that transition and saying, "Hey, opening up and saying, hey, I can do that." But then, having this, this job as your silent, investor into your business, into your enterprise that you're building now, utilizing this private investor, and then also, going out and helping other people, which is huge. And, the simple fact of you being able to share that is just amazing, to where we can be more than just our job. We can go out there and we can create, and also we can develop with our job as well. And not to be one of those people, well, I had a long day, I'm gonna go sit at home and I'm just gonna chill all day. There's more to life that you can do, and that you can help people out, So after so many years into the tech and, all of that, and get into coaching, I'm assuming the program kind of led you into life coaching, or was it something else that happened?
I feel like I was born into life coaching because even as a kid, I've always been the person that everybody brought their troubles to. Everybody would ask me, "What do you think about this? How should I do that?" And for years, I was just shooting out advice as people ask me questions. But the beautiful thing about coaching that it taught me is not to allow my opinion and my point of view to get in the way of other people's development. So now, instead of being so quickly to share what I think is my brilliant next thought, instead of doing that, I am more of an active listener. I'm more interested in what you've already tried, what it is you're trying to do. And so I ask good questions to help my clients develop their own point of view, develop the plan that's right for them. Now it aligns with what they believe. It aligns with where they are in their life right now, what they're able to handle. And then I walk that journey with them. So I don't transcribe for them what they should be doing. I help them discover for themselves what their right path is. And coaching and going through that program at my company really helped me to make that mindset shift, because it's not about me and my point of view and what I think. Even if I have a great idea, it doesn't mean it's the right idea for that person on the other end of the conversation. So it absolutely helped me to hone my skills and to get better and look at a different way of delivering. But I've been kind of in the life coaching business since I was a kid. There's always been somebody asking me about something, and I just have a better way of delivering the message now.
Yeah. And I think one of the key things that you said was just listening to other people without putting your own assumptions, your own judgment, right? Your own thoughts on what other people are going through. Because a lot of the times we don't know what people are going through in their lives, and we put our own little 2 cents in what they should be doing and how they should be doing it, not knowing what chapter they are in. And you being able to say, hey, this is something that, I've been doing since I was little, and that's turning your passion into profitable success.
Exactly.
Right at the end of the day. And so, what is the foundation of your coaching program?
So I've gone through the International Coaching Federations. That's what our training at work was based on. And I'm actually planning, starting in January, to go through a certification with them, because everything that I've done has been based on that. There were a couple of different books. One was The Advice Monkey, The Advice Monster, sorry, that I spent a lot of time in, because it was talking to us about not giving advice. But the core, I've developed my own framework, and it's the 6 C's of eliminating self-limiting beliefs. And we start with being conscious that you have an inner voice that is silently driving and controlling your life. And if you don't tap into that, you have no clue where you're going to end up. So we start with getting conscious, and then we really connect to that voice and hear those messages and do the work to reframe when we discover where we are in our own way. And then once we've done that, now we're in a position to get clear. We clarify the goals that we have for ourselves. We ensure that they are aligned with our value system and things that we really want to do, not what society said, not what mom said, not what I believe will make people happy, but what I am really designed to do. We try to find that. And once we find that, now you're ready to commit to your plan, build your roadmap so that you know how to get from point A, where you are, to point B, your ultimate place where you'd like to achieve, at least at that point. And then after that, we talk about being a conqueror. Obstacles are going to happen. I don't care how great your plan is, how much the sun shines on you. There will be days where the rain is going to fall. And so we talk about that early on, being prepared to conquer any obstacles that come your way, and being so committed to your plan that you will do the work necessary to keep moving when those obstacles show up. And then lastly is community, having your feedback loop, knowing who is really for you, because the people who are for you are not just going to say yes. They're not going to agree agree with everything that you say, but they are going to come from a place of support and a place of love and wanting to see you win. So who are your advocates? Who's in your corner, plugging into that feedback loop on a regular basis, so you have somebody to call you on your stuff when you're not doing what you said you were going to do, and someone that's cheering you along either way and helping you get to the goals that you've got set for yourself. So that's the basis of the program that I've built, the 6 C's.
I love it. And what I hear from that is I hear you help people build their foundation before we can even move forward. And even more importantly, what I heard you share earlier is that before we make these goals, right, before we say, oh, I want to make $5,000 a month, right? Okay, we got to get this up here right first.
Exactly.
And we got to be aware of what that is first. And we got to be able to make that transformation.
Absolutely.
We got to be able to have that right mindset to make that shift and make that pivot. And so that is so key. And so, you know, as coaches, we always like to talk, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's the walking part that we have to be able to do in our life to be able to showcase that to others, although they might not see it if you choose not to. But, you know, for you, and I know for me, talking with clients and having conversations, it's like, hold on, are you doing that? Because I can't be telling other people do stuff I ain't doing,
exactly.
Right? And so, you know, what is your home life like? Like, what is your home balance like? What is it that you do that, you know, helps you throughout your journey?
That's a great question. As I look around right now, my home life is total chaos because we are in the middle of having some work done at the house. So the floors are being changed. There's just stuff everywhere. And so I have really had to dig in and practice what I preached this week because I don't like chaos. I like order. I like to know where things are. And I don't, if I turn the camera, you'd scream right now because there's just stuff, because they're still working. The contractors will be back in a couple days to finish this up. And so I had to, like this morning, me and my husband got up and we went to the lake and we walked the trail around the lake. That's about a 5K to get the endorphins going. I talk to him a lot about what's going on with me. And sometimes it's not stuff he may want to hear, but I just have to get it out and have the conversation. I also have a coach. Coaches need coaches, just like doctors need doctors. You are not going to go in and do open heart surgery on yourself, right? So to keep my mental intact and to make sure that I'm recharging, I'm stepping back when I need to and doing the things that I would tell my coach, my clients to do, I have to have somebody who I'm accountable to and who I plug into as well. So I certainly believe that coaches need coaches. I start my days with gratitude, David. Before I even open my eyes, I start to think about at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I do the same thing at the end of my day as I'm drifting off to sleep. I call it my gratitude sandwich. I sandwich my day with gratitude so that it helps me to get into the right mindset so that as life is lifing, you know, I'm able to bend and flex and move and wear the multiple hats and do the things that I need to do and not have a bad attitude. And sometimes I have that too, you know, I'm not infallible. I have not been in the best mood these last couple of days just because of the chaos, but I have my husband, I have my kiddos, my grandkids give me a lot of joy. I know where my endorphins come from. And so I go and plug into those spaces when I need to. And then every Friday I'm refilling. I'm with my coach there. I go to therapy. I believe in therapy because sometimes the stuff that we're dragging around is as old as we are. And we've brought our old baggage onto this new trip and it doesn't fit anymore. Nothing in that bag fits, but I'm still dragging it around. So I am a big proponent of having a regular interaction with a professional counselor that can help you keep unpacking that stuff and get rid of it once and for all so that you are able to show up as the best version of yourself.
Yeah, I love it. And you shared with us, you know, how you manage it. And for those of us that are, you know, heard her say she has a counselor and she goes to people, yes, it's okay for us to go to counseling.
Yeah.
It makes no sense for you not to get it out. And a lot of the times in our community, we don't want to go to the cousin. We don't want to go to the sister. We don't want to go to the mama. We don't want to go to our dad because we know The first minute they get mad, it's coming back at the family reunion. It's coming back in a conversation. It's coming back. And so this is why, having that moment with a counselor that is an experienced counselor that can share with you other ways and other solutions to how to get out of those old ways of us handling things from the mindset and from the way that we go through these processes. Because myself, I remember I get mad, I get loud, I get ignorant, and I leave. That was my process. You drop the situation in there. That's what happened. And until I was able to be aware of how that played out and what happened in my life, I then was able to say, hey, you know what's about to happen. Hey, you know what you're about to do. Hey, this is not what we want. This is not serves us justice. And do you want to be rich or do you want to be right? You pick. And so, this is where you having these candid conversations and for us all to really be able to be open-minded to getting a coach, being open-minded to having, that extra, person that you can talk to. And so at the end of the day, what legacy do you want to leave and not try, but what are you going to leave this earth with, for all the children, the grandchildren? What do you want them to know about Miss Terry?
So you were really dancing around what's important to me in everything you just said. And what you were talking about is psychological safety in our community, in how we rear our children, in how we love each other, in how we communicate. We have to learn to create safe spaces for us to be who we are as we are. Even when I was in therapy Friday, I knew going in that I was carrying some emotions that weren't right. I was upset about some stuff. I could mentally work my way through it, and I could talk through it, but the feelings didn't go away. And we're so keen on getting rid of our feelings and not dealing with them. And so I go to her and I say, this is what I'm feeling. I know I shouldn't feel this way. I've got my mind right, but I can't connect the mind and the heart so that I'm really past this thing. And she gave me we just had a conversation, and I felt so much better. And I want my family, the folks in my community, to be okay with who they are, how they feel, and have a safe place to go and work through things. Because when we can be honest about who we are, then and only then can we really start to reach the heights of what our lives can truly be. So I used to laugh and say, I wanted to be that old lady over the fireplace that 4 generations from now, they'd wonder why the picture was up. And it was because I created all this wealth. But real wealth is our health in all forms. And mentally, I want my family to be psychologically safe and to know how to do that for one another, create those spaces.
I love it. And I know this is something that you do on a daily basis by going live with the Fam 5 and really being able to share these thoughts and leave your legacy. And this is what I share with people all the time. Those of us that are afraid to get on social media and do lives and do social media content, we have to remember it's not about us.
Exactly.
As Mr. Kinsley said earlier, that, your grandchildren, your kids are going to get to go back to your LinkedIn profile when you out of here and go back to every single day and be like, look, this is what, grandma was doing. This is what mama was doing. And you get to write your own story and your own legacy other than, somebody at the podium. I remember Miss Terry and she was this and she was that, and having somebody else tell our story of how we lived our lives other than us telling our stories of how we lived it during the point that people can go back. And this is what I share. We get to live forever. It's just up to you if you choose to have that legacy, live forever. And so, at the end of the day, you kind of hit this earlier, what is your Achilles heel?
Oh, I don't know what I hit earlier, but one of my Achilles heels is I was a people pleaser extraordinaire early in life. and I still have remnants of that in my personality. It is very difficult for me to say no. So I have to give myself permission over and over again to protect my boundaries and do the things that are right for me and align with my goals and my values. But I hate saying no to people. I want to help. I want to support. And I've realized that I would be broke, stressed, and stretched to no end if I didn't get a hold of that constant saying yes to everybody and everything, and being okay with, everybody's not going to like me, everybody's not going to agree, and it's okay, because internally, as long as I've got my internal stuff together, that's what really matters. But it's still something I have to work on a regular basis.
And guess what? You wouldn't be the first, you wouldn't be the last, you're not the only person with that, right? And once again, you're aware of how that plays out. And most people aren't willing to be aware and face that music. And I heard something the other day, a lot of the times we're running from our demons when you need to just stop and turn around and face them. And when you can do that, you can accomplish so much more in your life. And, so as we talked about technology, we talked about social media, I'm huge on that. How do you incorporate, your social media and AI into your business as we move forward into this new digital age?
So social media is something that I'm live just like this, like you said, 5 days a week, streaming to multiple platforms. As far as AI, right now, it's been mostly textual, using ChatGPT for research and things like that. I love quotes and acrostics, and so I'll use it to help me figure some things out for some of the articles and things that I write. But I know this guy who owns a company called Hello LLC, and we've had a conversation about how we may be able to upsell and better present everything that I've done. So I'm getting ready to leave on Friday for India. I've got to work from there for a week. But when I get back, I'm going to tap that guy on his shoulder so we can restart that conversation. Where is he? Where'd he go? There he is. Because there's some real opportunity to extend in the metaverse what we've got going on. So I'm going to continue to explore that. But right now it's ChatGPT and the different, I use Canva to create stuff, and everything has an AI component to it now. And I make sure that I'm learning in each one of those spaces what those components are and how I might be able to take advantage of it.
I love it. And you're absolutely spot on. Not only being able to help people understand what the metaverse is, which is nothing more than the third generation of the internet, but more importantly, understanding that, we have to have our foundation in order for us to pivot from 2D to 3D. And so often us as entrepreneurs, we are focused on what we can do, how we can train, and how we can, build more stuff. But we don't know the transaction part and how to piece that together, especially as we have more tools and more social media, from LinkedIn, from TikTok, from Twitter, to all of these things. And especially as I share with people, the average age is 30 years old. And so the old ways of doing business and the old concepts and the old, you do this, you do that, that ain't working these days. And so you not only have to be online, but you got to be, even further with the systems and strategies within your business. And so, with that being said, do you offer any services, or products, beyond coaching that people can get a hold of? I would love to know about that.
Well, one of the things that I'm planning right now, I did a poll on LinkedIn because we have been talking about vision boards lately, and 86% or something like that of the folks said, yes, please do something. So I'm planning an online vision board event December the 21st. The information will start going out on all my social media spaces really, really soon. But yeah, I also have online courses, and I have a workbook that I'm really proud of that's available on Amazon. It's the M3 goal setting workbook. It kind of helps you, once you've got that mindset together, to get the roadmap. But yeah, for right now, the next thing up will be the vision board party on December the 21st.
And you say that because that's key, because what you said earlier, right? It's helping people understand that first they have to believe in themselves. First, they have to have the foundation in order, and then we can make this vision board. And a lot of the times, with it being the end of the year,
Exactly.
right? Oh no, I don't make New Year's resolutions. That's because you don't ever complete them, and more so, you don't believe in yourself. And it blows my mind that our kids have report cards and they have the conduct, and you want to see that and judge them, but yet we won't want to judge ourselves on how we live our lives. And we have to really be able to have that conversation and be able to build, especially as we move forward. And so, I love asking this question. What do you know to be true?
What I know to be true is that each of us was born with everything that we need in order to have the life that we desire. That's why I harp so much on the voice within, because once you grasp that, you understand that you already have within you what you need. Those things that you really want, the things that you really want to do, those are things that you were uniquely designed to bring to the world. And the world is waiting for you to show up and provide that service, that song, that book, whatever it is that's within you. And as soon as you start to step into your purpose and live in your gifting, the world will bow down to you and lift you up and encourage you to live out the dream life that you have for yourself. It starts with you believing and getting out of your own way.
I love it. So if you could go back and talk to the younger you, 16, 17, what advice would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself, baby, it is okay to say no. That people who fall away when they don't get a yes are not your people to start with. You are good enough just as you are. You do not need the crowd. Cheer for yourself, be your own best advocate, and just keep doing what God placed inside of you, and everything else is going to be okay. 16, that was a hard year, so I'd give her a lot of love. I would give her a lot of love.
But you said this earlier and you said it again, and I want to touch back on that. It's being able to say no. So often and as a cancer myself, I care for people. I want more for people than they want for themselves. And I'll take it upon myself to, carry you up the mountain if need be. And a lot of the times I have to learn how to say no as well, because it takes away from my time. It takes away from my serenity. It takes away from everything that I want to accomplish. And then a lot of the times we say no to the things that we should say yes to, right? And we don't say no to the things that we should be saying no to. And you're so spot on. And this is where this vision board that you're going to have at the beginning of the year is really going to be able to help people understand, hey, where am I at right now? And how can I understand, what processes and what steps and what transactions, or should I say, what transformations should I make in my life? And so, one of the last questions I have for you, what do you believe to be is the most important work of a person's life?
The most important work of your life is your inner work. It's the falling in love with you, believing and wanting the best for yourself, knowing that you deserve it and that you're capable of having it. When you enter a room with that mindset, wherever you are, if that's the mindset that you carry with you, you're able to try and experiment. You can fail. Things may not go right and you're still okay, because that failure, you realize, is just a part of your journey. There's something that you need to learn so that you're ready. You talked about the $5,000 earlier. Somebody gets that $5,000, but they haven't learned how to manage money. They're broke again in a few hours. They've already blown through it. So all the obstacles and things that we go to are teaching us the lessons that we need for that next level. So when we elevate, we can maintain and continue to grow from there. And you start to learn that that's what your obstacles are all about. They're not happening to you, they're happening for you, so that you're really ready and you have the strength to maintain the next level of your life.
I love it. That's so spot on, of being able to maintain and understand that these things that we go through in our life are just not for no reason. I look back on my life and I'm like, oh, this is why that happened. Oh, this is why that happened. Oh, this is why this person did that. Oh, this is why. And it all prepared me for the next level. And that's why I shared earlier, if you take on a different mindset, a shift of being able to have an adventure in life and enjoy the journey in life and love people for where they are and who they are, and just continue to just give love and give grace because you need it more importantly, right? Yeah. You'll start understanding that, hey, these things happen just to happen, to get us to the next level. Exactly. And so, you know, with that being said, Ms. Terry, where can people, you know, get more information about you? I know you mentioned, you know, your vision board club course that you have coming up here pretty soon. What else do you have going? You know, talk to the world of where they can you at and get more from you.
So I do have a website. It's manifestingmiraclemakers.com. I'm on all the social media. You can find me. I'm very busy on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram. So you can find me on all TikTok, all the social media spots. I'm there daily at 7:15 a.m. I go live. On Tuesdays, we talk about transformation. Wednesdays is Wake Up Wednesday. We talk about intentionality and how important it is to our lives. On Thursdays, we talk about gratitude. And on Fridays, we talk about focus. So you can find me every day giving free information. You mentioned the Fam5. They're with me, and we're sharing what we have on a daily basis. And if you catch me on any of those places, my profile has links to my book and to my courses and things like that. So I am definitely not hard to find, David.
No, she's not. Hey, get up and get ready because it is fun. It is filled with a whole bunch of laughter and a great way to wake up, a great experience, a great vibration, a great energy with all of you on this morning show. And it is just an amazing, you know, way for me, you know, when I do wake up, which is early, right? For me, being that I don't go to bed till like 2-3 o'clock. So 7 in the morning, no, not for me. But when I do get up and I catch it, it's amazing. So with that being said, you know, Ms. Cassandra, we want to thank you for joining us today. It's been absolutely amazing having you join us on the Black Business Network. And with that being said, genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you.
And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we want to make sure that you guys understand that the Black Business Expo mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. So you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App that's on the screen below. Our goal is to give laptops up to $5,000 to 10 students. So students, we need you to also go on there and register at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com, and every dollar counts. So we want to remind you guys to donate to the scholarship fund. And we also want to thank our sponsors for this month as well. From NC100 to Moody Capital Partners, to Suede Soul, to Lotus Rich Coaching and Training, to Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, to STEP Management, to BHS and Associates, to Margie McLean Foundation, to Genius is Common, to Earth Essentials, to McLean Shiny Global, to Executive Women's Success Institute, the Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, the Creative Force Studios, the Hello LLC, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and absolutely the Black Business Expo. Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
You are watching The View from Hampton U, exploring Hampton University's rich history, the past, present, and promising future.
Welcome to Hampton University and The View from Hampton U. Today we're going to examine a movement that is said to be taking the nation by storm. The Genius is Common movement has emboldened young people throughout the nation, and that has also happened here at Hampton University. Let's take a look at what some of our students have to say about being a genius.
Hi, my name is Gavin Harden, and my genius is to be able to give off positive vibes and spread a smile. Genius is common.
My name is Brianna Lomax, and my genius is artistic expression through writing and showing compassion to everyone I meet. Genius is common.
My name is Atia Strange, and my genius is the power of expression. Art is universal. I sing, I draw, I film, I photograph. Genius is common.
My name is Maya Harris, and my genius consists of all the gifts that God has given to me. I am a giver, I am passionate about bringing ideas to life, and I have mastered the concept of finding the good in everything. Genius is common.
My name is Diamond Sidmore. My genius is acknowledging the beauty in my own mistakes while challenging others to do the same in order to cultivate and grow. Genius is common.
My name is Almajid Edwards. A lot of people think genius is about being talented or being smart. It's not true. Genius is about influence. Whether it's an equation, whether you're reading or writing, research, harmonies, what have you, genius is about the opportunity, the moment of impact where you can influence another person and uplift them. My genius is poetry. Genius is common.
Hampton University has a long-standing history of supporting geniuses and the movements that they create. For example, General Chapman Armstrong established this great institution in 1868. And did you know that Booker T. Washington was also an alum of Hampton University? I could go on and on about the geniuses who've come through these doors and have exited to go out into the world to make a great difference. That's what's important to us. That's what's important about the Genius is Common movement. What is your genius? You should take the time to think about that today. So thank you for watching The View from Hampton U. And remember, genius is truly common.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
Dr. Eric Kelly III, and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know? A student, a business entrepreneur? Or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dream by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sideline and watch our students in high school be leaders, miss out on their dream from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6, and then I traveled back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting, and she does a lot of artistic things. And then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglass Lab. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet. But I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style. And it's a style of lines and colors, And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at it. I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. People asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show.
Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow professionals, please allow me to introduce myself. I am David Jones, the co-founder and CEO of the Hello LLC, where I am passionately dedicated to guiding individuals and businesses toward their own return on time investment. Time is my only competition. With over 20 years of experience as a corporate C-level executive, I bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the Hello LLC. My career journey has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence in marketing, strategy, and business management leadership. I have had the privilege of working with renowned Fortune 500 companies such as Xerox, American Airlines, Hilton, and Geico. However, what truly drives me is the transformational work we do at the Hello LLC. We are pioneering a new approach to business in the metaverse, where we empower businesses and individuals to build strong foundations, automate their processes and systems, while thriving in the ever-evolving digital landscape. More than just a 3D digital marketing agency, the Hello LLC is truly a community built on love, kindness, and integrity. We want more for you than from you. As I often say, collaboration is the new competition. In an era where time is the most precious commodity, I am here to guide you toward your own return on time investment, because if time was sold in stores, it would be sold out. With a deep commitment to excellence and a strong belief in the power of community, I don't just lead a company, I lead a movement into the future of business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a pleasure to be your guide on this remarkable journey. I am David Jones, and together, we will embrace a future marked by success, collaboration, and the transformative work we do at the Hello LLC. Hello stands for helping everyone live life optimally. So, let's make that pivot together and start living life optimally today.
Art to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. It explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into to what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it. They kind of dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
Are you an innovative entrepreneur or business owner ready to embrace the future of business transformation?
The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and it's crucial to adapt and pivot towards success in this dynamic landscape. At the Hello LLC, we are dedicated to guiding you through this transformative journey, offering a comprehensive suite of services that extend beyond the metaverse and 3D immersive experiences.
Our mission is to empower businesses and brands by assisting them in building, branding, systemizing, and automating their operations. We specialize in steering businesses from a two-dimensional existence to a thriving three-dimensional presence, where opportunities abound.
We help businesses harness the power of technology to work smarter, not harder, enabling them to operate efficiently and stay ahead of the curve. Our diverse range of services includes:
Our Biz in a Box is a complete business solution package designed to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey. From strategic planning to digital infrastructure, we've got you covered. Your one app, one tap solution.
Our Motion Work AI videos transform your brand storytelling with our cutting-edge AI-driven video production, captivating your audience like never before.
Our 3D VR environments will step you into the future of immersive experiences. With our custom 3D virtual reality environments that engage and captivate your customers.
Lastly, in our Pivot membership program, we offer tailored guidance and support to either show you, teach you, or take care of the transformation process for you.
According to a 2023 study by Fundera, a staggering 28% of small businesses in the United States do not have an online presence. This statistic underscores the importance of embracing digital transformation. Having a website is more than just an online presence, it's a gateway to unlocking numerous benefits, including reaching a broader audience, showcasing your products or services, generating leads and sales, establishing trust, providing customer support, and maintaining competitiveness within your industry.
The Hello LLC is committed to helping you excel in all these aspects of modern business, not just limited to the metaverse alone.
Why should you choose the Hello LLC to navigate this transformational journey?
By partnering with us and harnessing cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, reduce operational costs, and enhance brand recognition, all while working with a company that holds integrity in high regard. Our commitment to ethical and principled business practices ensures that your journey towards success is not only innovative, it is also firmly rooted in trust and transparency.
Don't wait. Take the first step towards a brighter business future. Contact us today to explore how we can support you in developing a remarkable digital presence and immersive experience that will leave a lasting impression.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their family. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow professionals, please allow me to introduce myself. I am David Jones, the co-founder and CEO of the Hello LLC, where I am passionately dedicated to guiding individuals and businesses toward their own return on time investment. Time is my only competition. With over 20 years of experience as a corporate C-level executive, I bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the Hello LLC. My career journey has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence in marketing, strategy, and business management leadership. I have had the privilege of working with renowned Fortune 500 companies such as Xerox, American Airlines, Hilton, and Geico. However, what truly drives me is the transformational work we do at the Hello LLC. We are pioneering a new approach to business in the metaverse, where we empower businesses and individuals to build strong foundations, automate their processes and systems, while thriving in the ever-evolving digital landscape. More than just a 3D digital marketing agency, the Hello LLC is truly a community built on love, kindness, and integrity. We want more for you than from you. As I often say, collaboration is the new competition. In an era where time is the most precious commodity, I am here to guide you toward your own return on time investment, because if time was sold in stores, it would be sold out. With a deep commitment to excellence and a strong belief in the power of community, I don't just lead a company, I lead a movement into the future of business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a pleasure to be your guide on this remarkable journey. I am David Jones, and together, we will embrace a future marked by success, collaboration, and the transformative work we do at the Hello LLC. Hello stands for helping everyone live life optimally. So, let's make that pivot together and start living life optimally today.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
And good evening, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is David Jones, CEO of the Hello LLC. No, it's just not hello. It's a commitment to helping entrepreneurs leverage leading edge optimizations. And I'm your business moderator for this evening on the Black Business Network. And the Black Business Network is a 24/7 business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and forward thought leaders. We have speakers from all around the world, from London, from Singapore, from Africa, from Japan, from North Carolina, from Chicago, from New York, from Los Angeles, and cities from all around the United States. And I myself am here live with you guys all in Guanajuato, Mexico. Yes, Mexico. A brother is in Mexico. And ladies and gentlemen, today is a great conversation where it is on Black business and the culture. And today, to finish up this lineup of amazing speakers that we have had today, I want to introduce you all to Mr. Brian Smart. He's the founder of Content Creation University. He's a devoted father, let me tell you that. He's an author of Road to Influence, Thought, Progressive Leadership, and he's helping C-suites, executives, parentpreneurs, and his mantra is, in this world, you are nothing if you are not part of something bigger than yourself. And I so agree with that. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you all to Mr. Brian Smart. How you doing, sir? How you doing today? It is good to have you on here. And more importantly, brother, I just got to share with you, man. You are an inspiration on multiple platforms, and what you bring to the table and how you bring to the table, and just the energy and the vibration that you bring. And so, I just want to say thank you for joining us here on the Black Business Network. And, what is, one of the most important things you've learned as a devoted father and, the marketing executive and working with these global brands? Talk to us about that, brother.
Hey, David, I'm really glad to be here, man. It's your energy is off the chain, brother, for real. One of the most important things I've learned over the years, being a dad and being an executive working in these Fortune 500s, is that listening is your greatest asset. Man, I can't preach it enough. I can't stress it enough. I can't talk about it enough. You have to be willing to actively listen before you do anything else. And in fact, one of the things that I talk about in my book, The Road to Influence, is an acronym that I use called the Allah method. And it's actively listening, taking awareness, and then taking action. When you do that, everything changes, brother. Everything changes. It's made a difference.
We've talked about this all day today, and it's the listening. It's the active listening and being willing to listen and having that grace to listen to one another. And that's why we share, and you share this as well, is being grateful. Because when you're grateful, it cuts that ego, it cuts that pride, it cuts that you do you, I'ma do me. And it really allows us to understand where we are in our chapter of our lives, right? And and like I said, I've heard you a lot, and I know your daughter is a huge part of your business, your brand, and what you do and how you share. I don't have no kids, so more power to you. I'm just living vicariously through you, right? But as a father, how do you balance, the roles of a full-time dad, a thought leader, and the tech, and then especially being Mr. Content himself?
I don't see it as balancing. I see it as more as integration, right? I don't really believe there's an absolute way to balance, everything that I do and everything that anyone does, where they take it 100% all the way on every facet, right? So being a dad is 100%, being an entrepreneur is 100%, being a conversationalist is 100%. You have to be able to integrate the two. And when I say integration, I mean knowing when to take that role and start to play into that part, right? So when I'm a dad full all the way, and that's all the time. Everything else takes a back seat when dad is in the house, and dad's always in the house. When my kids show up and they need something, everything else has to pause. And it's the same thing for business, right? When I'm conducting business, as long as my kids aren't around, I am full 100% all the attention on my clients, right? That's that integration that I mean. I integrate these different facets of myself into my life, right? Being a parent is first, everything else is second.
I love that. And especially giving 100% of your time and being present of where you're spending your time, because so often we look into the future. So often, we look into what we have to do. So often we look at, next quarter, as entrepreneurs, and we forget what's right in front of us, that's the most important thing of why we're doing all these things and why we're planning for the future, And so, this is so key to be able to spend that quality time, because I'm pretty sure you can agree that, when you're spending quality time, with the family and with the kids, there's some ideas that pop up that you can bring up later when it is time to switch back on to, the entrepreneur hat. Because a lot of the times I remind people how you do one thing is how you do another. If you're not listening to your children, you're not listening to your wife, you're not listening to your employees, and vice versa. If you're getting in arguments and you're wondering what's going on, it's you. And so that's where we really have to take on that, that mentality of, hey, where are we now? More importantly, with ourselves before we focus on everything else. And so, can you share with us, the inspiration behind your book, The Road to Influence, and how your unique, background and experience, informed you to write that content?
So, it really started with listening to my children, listening to what was on their hearts and their minds. And it really started with my oldest. My oldest came to me one day. She's 21 now. She came to me one day and she said, Dad, well, she called me Bubba. She said, Bubba, she said, I really appreciate all the work you're doing, putting this empire together, making the money and doing all of that. But I really wanted to spend more time with you. I want to spend more time with you. And she told me that when she was like 13, 14. And it was a turning point for me, right? Everything switched at that point. I started going into meetings with a totally different attitude. I started spending more time at home and less time at work. And when I started doing it, I started seeing a trend in the way people responded to me. And that's what led me to write the book, right? The discussions that I was having in these boardrooms and in these war rooms, everything changed up. Now people were more susceptible to listen to the things that I had to say, because I was more inclined to listen to what they were saying. And because I listened more to what they were saying, I was able to deliver a better solution to the problems that they were having. And the same thing happens at home.
Yeah, yeah. I call my old man Pops. And at the very beginning, he's like, "Don't call me that, boy. I'm not your damn Pops. Don't be calling me that." And and now he accepts it, and it is that bond, and then you able to take on that. Hey, my kids aren't going to remember these rewards. My kids aren't going to remember, these dinners. My kids aren't going to remember none of this promotions or none of this. They're going to remember the times that were spent with me. They're going to remember the times that I was there at the football game. I was there at the recitals. I was there, to come pick them up. Those are the moments they're going to remember the most. And a lot of the times we think that the other thing matters more than that. And, just coming from my experience with living with my dad, and being with my dad, those are key moments. And I'm glad you were able to express that and put that into the book where other people can be able to get those concepts and really be able to adapt to those things as well. And so, what are some of the key principles, of user experience design you know, in the UX world, do you find most important creating engaging, you know, influential content for people, you know, throughout your book and just throughout what you share with people, you know, especially on social media and other avenues that you share?
That's a great question, David. You know, that's something that I talk about all the time. And it really boils down to knowing where you want to go. I call it your definite objective, right? Knowing that end game for you. You know, what is it that you're trying to achieve? That's number one. And then knowing who you're talking to is number two, because you have to meet people where they are, right? Even if I know where I'm going, I'd like to know who I'm talking to. And even if you want to come along, you might not want to go with me on this journey, right? And then there's the offer, knowing how we're going to get there, knowing what I bring to the table and what you expect me to bring to the table, right? So knowing those three things has really been it's really been critical in my success and accepting the failures that I've made along the way, because I'm not perfect, right? Everybody fails, and I really believe people look at failure as a bad thing, but in truth, failure is fuel. It's how you get to the next level. Your success is rooted in your failure.
Yeah. And we hear this word failure. We hear people say exactly what you say. Hey, just forget about failure. You know, live, learn, and just keep pushing, keep showing up, keep pressing the button. Stop worrying about your friends. Stop worrying about your family. Stop worrying about what everybody else is going to say, and just show up in life, because it's for you more importantly. And then being able to say, hey, I did this, and I don't, you know, get to the end of the path, or kind of like, you know, in football or in basketball or in school. Man, I wish I would have did that. Man, I wish I would have did that. And a lot of the times we look back and we reflect on life, but then that reflection becomes regret. And I think that's the same concept, that when we look at something that happens in our life that didn't go the way that we wanted to go, first of all, it wasn't meant for it to go that way. And you learned a lesson from it, which is what got you to this particular point right now. And you're utilizing those skills from that failure. And if you really change the energy and the vibration and what we look at failure, it's nothing more than a learning lesson, or something that you can be able to, you know, gravitate on not doing the next time, or learning next time not to say no, as Cassandra talked about, right? No, I'm not doing that, because I learned my lesson from the last, you know, state. And so, you know, with that being said, as a leadership and a content creation, you know, what do you believe sets, you know, progressive leaders apart from the traditional leaders now?
So I keep bringing this back up, and I'm gonna have to say it again: actively listening, right? When you're able to really dig in and listen to what people are saying, you know, listen to the cues that they're making, the things that they're saying without using words, then you're able to start asking the right questions. You know, this is something that I learned with my children, right? Because oftentimes they won't say really what they want to ask. You got to kind of pick up on it. And I learned that it's not just the little kids, like we're all kids inside. And a lot of the times when I went into these boardrooms, people would want certain things, but they wouldn't know how to articulate what they wanted. So you have to be able to pick up on those nuances so that you can start to ask the questions that are able to pull out those things that people are really wanting to say, and do it in a way that makes them feel like they're a part of the conversation, that you're not beating them over the head, and in a way that makes them feel like their opinion, their thoughts actually matter.
Yeah, especially being able to take every individual step in every conversation as a different conversation, and understand what size shoe people are wearing, right? You might wear 14. I can't fit that 14. I don't know how to walk into a size 14, right? And so there's different experiences, there's different ways of looking at it. And it's for us to be able to create that environment. It's up to us to create that safe environment at that, for us to be able to do what you just shared, ask the right question, and to be able to articulate that a lot, especially as we move into this new digital age of technology. Is this technology with ChatGPT, with Bard, it's teaching us, right, how we don't communicate. where we're all getting
Right.
that red bar. Please ask again because I don't get it. And so we're
Right.
learning, hey, we're not communicating effectively with each other. So this is where our communication skills, come into place. And, especially as an African-American professional, in the tech creation and industries, what are you seeing that's facing us, with technology and the shifts as we move forward in this Web3, in this AI, and all these new, content strategies that are out there? What do you see?
So the biggest thing I see is what you just said, right? Is the lack of conversation because of AI, because of technology. There's a lack of face to face now. Like what we're doing now, this is something that people are gonna have to become accustomed to. I get a lot of the younger generation that just wants to text, right? They don't want to do a video call. They don't want to do a phone call. They just want to send you a text or email. And that's really going to shape the way that business is conducted. However, you have to be able to show your face. You have to be able to have that one-on-one phone call because we are not meant to live in silos, right? We were created to work together. So you have to be able to create content that goes before you that makes people feel comfortable enough so that they are willing to have those kind of conversations on the phone, on video, right? Without that apprehensiveness, like, oh, this I can't believe this is just something I don't want to do. No, you got to make them look forward to it, and your content is able to do that.
And what advice would you give somebody aspiring to, be a content creator and leaders, throughout with our background and things of that sort? What do you seek that us being able to continue in this field of content creation? How does that impact us as a society and us as a culture?
You got to know what you want, right? And you can't stop until you get it. You have to know what you want, and you can't let anybody deter you, not even yourself, right? This is not going to be an easy journey. I started a youth development program at my youngest daughter's school. And the reason I started it was because being an entrepreneur, being a leader in any space is going to come with challenges. And most people will tell you, if you go on social media, they give you this glamorous view of, oh, you can jump on here today and tomorrow you'll be a millionaire. And listen, I'm here to tell you, man, that's just not the case. You've got to be able to walk through your storm with your head held high and walk tall during the storm. Like I'm an older gentleman. Now I might not look it, but I am. And I'm still going through my storm. But the entire time I've been going from A to B, A to Z, my head has been held high. I've always had this objective that I wanted to achieve, and I'm never going to let anybody stop me from that.
Yeah, man. You're so spot on. People ask all the time, well, David, how do I go viral? David, how do I do this? How do I do that? It's like, look, I've been in this for a hot minute. And if you think that you just gonna just create this and it's just gonna pop up and magically, appear, it ain't happening. You got to show up daily. You got to be committed. You got to put yourself out there, and you really, have to believe in yourself at the end of the day. And that's so often what I find is that people don't believe in themselves and they don't take the action. And like I said, success is on the other side of the things you won't do. And you know exactly what those things are that you should do to get out of your own way. And, we just have to do it. And so, as the founder of the Content Creation University, what inspired you to create, this educational platform, and what unique insights, do you offer to these amazing and aspiring, content creators as we build?
So with the increasing use of content to have conversations, and this is something that I noticed 20 years ago, there is an ineffective use of content to start conversations, right? Because people are on that right now trip. I say it all the time. We're living microwave lives in a crockpot world. Everybody wants everything right now. The best thing you can do is to start to build relationships now. One of the biggest issues I had working at State Farm and Allstate and Spray Systems was the lack of rapport that was being built before the sale. Right? So many companies, so many businesses, so many people want to only talk to you when it's time for that transaction, that monetary transaction. And it's something my mom used to say all the time. Boy, don't do something for me only when you want something from me. You know, let that build up over time. Give me some of you long before you ask for some of me. That would be that's probably the most important piece of advice I can give anyone in this new digital space is to start now. Start now and start building that rapport. That way, when the time comes, you won't have to ask. People will be looking for you. They'll be looking for what you have to offer, and they'll ask you.
Yeah. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And really be able to show up in life and just be able to, create the content. And, at the end of the day, in your 23 years of content strategies, can you share a key lesson, or a trend that has significantly, impact and shifted, the way that you do work in the industry, as well?
AI. AI has been around for a while. So I started using Grammarly, 13, 14 years ago. And even before that, AI was a part of everything that we do. It's in everything, and it's been around for a while. But the technology now, it is phenomenal, right? That trend, that development in technology, man, it has given way, like you said earlier, it's giving you your time back. Like what used to take me a month to create, man, I can create it now in 5 minutes, right? But that's only because I know what I'm creating. That's where that definite objective comes in. If you try and just go at this, throwing it against the wall and hoping it sticks mentality, you're going to put yourself further behind. But when you know what you want, when you're going where you expect to go and you know how you're going to get there, AI makes it so much quicker, so much simpler, right? So much more effective.
I love that, brother. So, with that being said, if you would please, brother, before we run out of time, share with the people where they can find you at, how they can get a hold of you, what you got coming next, for the people to, get to literally, get your information for. Talk to us about where they can find that information at.
That's awesome, man. So you can find me at contentcreationuniversity.net. You can find me on every social media platform at Ask Brian Smart. And we've got all kind of things available, man. We've got courses, we've got books. I've got my book on Amazon, The Road to Influence. For me, that's probably the most important tool that I've created to date, right? It comprises over 20 years of experience in not just the business world, but also in my family, right? As a husband, as a father. And I'm not just talking about all of the ups. I'm talking about the mistakes I've made, the downs, and it also gives you exercises at the end of each chapter to help you create your own roadmap so that you don't have to go through those same mishaps and missteps that I made.
I love it, brother. Well, with that being said, Mr. Brian Smart, I greatly appreciate you joining us today on the Black Business Network. It has been an absolute pleasure for you to share your wisdom, your knowledge, and more importantly, your content coming from Mr. Content himself. So I greatly appreciate that, brother. And so with that being said, genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
Everything is content, David. Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please remember that the Black Business Expo mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12. This fundraiser is for students, so you may go to www.blackbusinessusa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App that's at the bottom of the screen. Our goal is to give laptops to these students and up to $5,000 to 10 students. So students, we need you to go and register as well for these actual grants in this money in the laptops. And more importantly, every dollar counts. So we remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. And we want to thank our actual sponsors for this afternoon's actual event, from NC 100 to the Moody Capital Partners to Suede Soul, Ludus Rich Consulting and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, The Hello LLC, Lee Entertainment, Artistic Design, App Design, and more importantly, the Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow professionals, please allow me to introduce myself. I am David Jones, the co-founder and CEO of the Hello LLC, where I am passionately dedicated to guiding individuals and businesses toward their own return on time investment. Time is my only competition. With over 20 years of experience as a corporate C-level executive, I bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the Hello LLC. My career journey has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence in marketing, strategy, and business management leadership. I have had the privilege of working with renowned Fortune 500 companies such as Xerox, American Airlines, Hilton, and Geico. However, what truly drives me is the transformational work we do at the Hello LLC. We are pioneering a new approach to business in the metaverse, where we empower businesses and individuals to build strong foundations, automate their processes and systems, while thriving in the ever-evolving digital landscape. More than just a 3D digital marketing agency, the Hello LLC is truly a community built on love, kindness, and integrity. We want more for you than from you. As I often say, collaboration is the new competition. In an era where time is the most precious commodity, I am here to guide you toward your own return on time investment, because if time was sold in stores, it would be sold out. With a deep commitment to excellence and a strong belief in the power of community, I don't just lead a company, I lead a movement into the future of business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a pleasure to be your guide on this remarkable journey. I am David Jones, and together, we will embrace a future marked by success, collaboration, and the transformative work we do at the Hello LLC. Hello stands for helping everyone live life optimally. So, let's make that pivot together and start living life optimally today.
Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the HeyTie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to HAYTI.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090